What is up, my friends? How are you guys doing today? It is JoezMcfly here, and the New York Yankees have actually how are you guys doing today? Just traded. Hold on, give me one quick second while I just set this up. Make sure everybody good money. Hold on. Make sure everybody good money. Man, ain't nobody gonna do it. Sure, everybody good money. It's not enough. Man, ain't nobody gonna do it. Sure, everybody good money. It's not enough. It's not enough. Let's go. It's not enough. It's not enough. Let's go. All right. I don't have my chat up yet. What's good, y'all? All right. What is good, y'all? Give me 1 second. Just letting people roll in right now. Turn on some tunes. What's good, y'all? Let's turn on some tunes because give me 1 second. Just letting people roll in right now. There we go. Let's turn on some tunes because give me 1 second. Just letting people roll in right now. There we go. All right. What's up, my friends? All right. What's good? What's up, my friends? All right. Let me chill. What the hell is that sound? What's up, my friends? Oh shit, my bad. Woo! Drop the beat now. Woo! It's Friday night. Hey, Friday night, guys. New York Yankees are not sleeping. They are not sleeping. Brian Cashman says jobs never finish. And we are here right now because let's go ahead and talk about it because duh, why not? How are you guys doing today? My name is JoezMcfly, MCFLY. Thank you guys so much. We're live on the Purple app. We're live on the Red Button app. We're live on the X. We're live on the TikTok. We're live all over the place because we got to bring the vibes. Woo! Good stuff. Guys, Yankees actually made a trade today. Woo! Yankees made a trade with the Reds. They traded Jose Trevino, their catcher, who was supplanted by Dominicano Austin Wells. And the writing was on the wall. As soon as he was getting playoff starts, you've seen Trevino's contract. You've seen that this was a possibility down the road. Shout out to chat. Shout out to you guys for sure. Everybody hanging out in here. You guys are the best. Give me 1 quick second. I just want to set something up the way that I want to see it. Okay, where's my activity manager? Over here. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys sub up, like the video, all of that stuff. We got stuff to talk about tonight. We got some stuff to talk about for sure. Not for sure, but 5 sure. Go ahead and do that. I had to just update the damn title. Because that's just what we got to do. This is super weird. A couple of stats we can go over. There's everything we can go over. How are you guys doing today, first and foremost, my friends? I think that's an important part. What's good, chat? What's good? What is good? People are rolling in or starting to roll in little by little. I'm trying to get this thing. Out so that way I can be able to see it a lot easier. Where am I? How do I pop this part out? I'm trying to make sure I see the chat correctly, and make sure that I don't want to miss anybody's like messages or stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to get, like, everything up right now. We got a couple of viewers on, people hopping in, so I appreciate that. We'll change the thumbnail pretty soon. I just needed to get something up right away because we got to get on. We just had to get on. First and foremost, just want to say that, and we'll talk about the trade in a second, but I do have I'm going to do a subathon during this time. I'll have the date up pretty soon. I'm just thinking about when and what time and all of that stuff. So stay tuned for that. So I'll be having like a, whether it's 24 or 48 hour stream, we'll probably do something like that. Figure something out. I'm trying to figure out logistics and how we're going to do that, whether it's going to be on Twitch, YouTube, or both. But it'll be during this break between now and the new year. I just need to figure out when I'm going to do it. I'm also setting up my stuff back there, my desk and all of that stuff. So we'll do that. The Yankees are out to, they're set out to try to make this team better in whatever way that they can than what it was last year. And you can tell by the moves that are being made. Losing Soto was never going to be easy. It was never going to be easy. But the pivot plan is looking all right. And Yankees made a trade for... Yankees trade today was they traded Jose Trevino, who was their catcher for a long time and who's a very good pitch framer and was really great with that, and decided, hey, you know what, let's move on, and they traded him to the Reds. He's a year away. After 2025, he is a free agent. The Yankees actually save about $3 million as a part of the deal. Not much, but it's something. Okay, Fernando, they trade for Fernando Cruz. More on him in a bit. He is a pitcher. Right-handed pitcher. We'll talk about his numbers. And they also traded for a backup catcher in Alex Jackson, who's nothing. He's not good. I don't even know if he's a good defender yet. The part of the trade that interests me and is very, that I do like is that Fernando Cruz, right? He's got a lot of potential. The New York Yankees see something in him, or Matt Blake seen something in him, and he said, I can fix him. He says, I can fix him. I got something on him. Or the Yankees analytics crews. And you know what? When it comes to pitching, and when it comes to bullpen pitchers, guys, stop focusing on the backup catcher. It doesn't matter. He may not even play. It doesn't matter. We may not even see him. This guy, the Yankees probably felt like, hey, we'll take a look at some numbers that might interest you guys or that might get you guys interested. I'll also, maybe see if I can find like a highlight video somewhere of him pitching and whatnot, and seeing what that is. One thing I am looking for here is that I am looking for the TikTok chat. There we go. I just found my TikTok chat. Sorry, guys. Sorry, chat. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys spam the likes on TikTok, man. They literally do not push your channel unless you guys actually like the video. They don't push it. And if I'm trying to grow TikTok, might as well grow it before it gets banned, right? Might as well. He's 34, potential gone. I disagree. I'll tell you why. Age, and I get it. You're looking at it. You're like, oh, man, his age, blah, blah, blah. Listen, None of that stuff really matters. As long as he's got velo or he has some, outlier kind of stat that could help you and give you some hope for something. And I'm going to show you guys right now. I'm going to bring up his StatCast, which we'll look at here. Baseball Savant, sorry, which is StatCast. And we're going to look it up. We're going to do this together. We're going to see whether we should get excited for this or not. And let's be sincere about it, right? Let's be honest. And we can talk, because the Yankees, when it comes to a bullpen arm, this is what I've learned. When it comes to a bullpen arm, there is no throwaway acquisition for them. I'm not saying that they are perfect when it comes to the bullpen. I'm not saying that they have a spotless record. I'm not saying that that they are, above reproach when it comes to it. Let me see. All right, I just did. All right, we just started a goal there on YouTube, where we'll do a subathon stream. Give me a second. Let me go ahead and put this together. What's good, Joey? What is good, Joey? We'll probably throw Joey on the Discord and see if he could throw out some stats for us as well, or some things to be able to look at that maybe we're missing. If you want to. I don't know if Joey's busy or whatnot. He might be. But just in case he does want to, then I'll make sure I'll leave that open for him. Man, we got so many chats up right now. Appreciate everybody hopping in right now. You guys are nuts. It's Friday. Friday night. It's Saturday, Sunday, what? Boop, 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 boop. All right, let's see. We'll do some off-season stuff. We'll see some other things. Christian Walker also signed. We'll see on that, but I'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the trade right now. Let me see. Where are you guys? Why can't I pop this part out? This doesn't make sense to me. Oh, here we go. I just found it. Just found it. I just freaking found it. Shout out to everybody following. Make sure you guys smash that follow button and subscribe to the channel as well. Oh, God. I might have to lower the music. I don't know if the music is too loud, but it feels a little loud in my ear. Bleeding Blue. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's take a look real quick. If you want to hop on. If you take a look at his stuff. Guys. Smash the likes, guys. We're at 3,000 likes on TikTok. Smash it. Let's get to 10K, and then it'll hit the algo. It'll hit TikTok's algorithm, and it'll start pushing the page. Let's see. All right, what's the name of the Fernando Cruz, right? All right, let me share my screen with you guys. Is this it? What? What the hell is this? Bro, I hate it when this stuff happens. All right, give me 1 second. Let me fix this. There we go. Bright ass screen. Can you guys see? Can you guys see it? If you guys can see it, type in the number 1. Just want to make sure everybody can see it. Okay, good. Excellent. Vanrock, could you do me a favor? Could you, if you can, I don't know if you're busy, you got stuff going on. if you could just update the thumbnail with something like that looks nice and representative. But because I just threw anything up right now. All right, let's go to Fernando Cruz. Man, they don't have like a night mode on this. This shit is... All right, Fernando Cruz. Here we go. Let's take a look. This is his Baseball Savant page. And if you take a look at his numbers, let's ignore up here for a second, right? We'll get into those numbers so that we can see what the Yankees were seeing. Let's go into his standard stats. See, last year he had a 4.86 ERA. That was no bueno. And you're like, oh man, this dude just gets rocked. I want you guys to keep in mind something. When the Yankees acquired Clay Holmes, right? And mind you, Clay Holmes is not the best guys now, but when the Yankees first acquired him, you know, this is Clay Holmes, by the way. And you look at these stats, when he was with Pittsburgh, his issue was control, right? And it was more on the sense of like, yo, what is going on with this guy? Let's look at what his ERA was 4.93. Yankees acquired him in 2021, and the rest of the way with the Yankees, they acquired him at the deadline. The rest of the way, he pitched to a 1.61 ERA, right? In 2022, he had a 2.54, then a 2.86. Obviously, a big stark difference from what he had. Now, let's go back to Cruz. If you look here, let's go back to, can we go back to 2021? Let's see, this is 2018, 19, 20, let's go to 21 here. 21. Now, if you look here, these were his numbers for the entire season. What was the year before? Let's go to 2019. Right? This is just comparing. We're just comparing real quick and going back. I guess I can't go back. Oh, damn it. Anyway, you get the point. Now, the difference with him, though, is that he had a lot of really good outlier numbers that make you think like, oh, shit, this guy might be something. Which at first I'm like, who is this guy? And then I started getting really excited as soon as I started to see his fan graphs. And 2021, I mean, look at this. Now, his chase rate is not something that was big that year, but look at all of his other numbers. He had a lot of red, and the Yankees like people that can be able to, you know, maybe miss barrels, and he had some stuff, and here his barrel percentage was all the way up. Now, if you look at Fernando, I'm not saying he's the same, but the Yankees just don't acquire bullpen arms. And this isn't a play because he's 34 years old. He's not like some kid or some prospect. But he's got about 4 years of control left, I believe. Let me see, because we're talking about it in our group chat. Yes, he's a reliever that has 4 years of control. He's 35 years old, so he's basically a Yankee for the rest of his career. So even if he pitches well, he's very affordable. I guess he got started really late. And he obviously has ability. Let's look here. He's the 99th percentile in whiff rate, 99th percentile in K percentage. Now, the Yankees had issues last year with his, they had issues last year with strikeout pitchers in the pen. They're getting Loaizaga back. We don't know what's going on with his arm. They still need a lefty in the pen, so hopefully they get Tim Hill. But let's look at this, right? And they let's not forget the trade that they made earlier. He is a K machine. The problem with him, though, is he's not missing barrels, right? So he strike out guys, whiff rate, whatever, all of that stuff. His barrel percentage, 13 percentile. Walk percentage, horrible. Hard hit percentage, horrible. You get what I'm saying? So these things, Matt Blake must have looked at something, looked at his pitch mix, and the Yankees analytics crew said, you know what? And we could trust them when it comes to the pen. They're saying, yo, can you zoom in like 5%? You want me to zoom in? Okay, let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. Is that good? Let's zoom in a little bit more. Is that fine? Is that better? I think that's a little better, right? Even better. So if you take a look here, the Yankees are looking at something, and his splitter is supposed to be like absolutely deadly. Like his splitter has insane amount of break, and that's like basically his strikeout pitch. Now, what's his fastball looking like, guys? It looks like it's topping out 94.6. What can they do there? Maybe there's something that they're seeing. Whether they want to go, they want him. I don't know what the Yankees are going to do. But don't be surprised if the Yankees start making him throw, whether they start making him throw a sinker or a two-seamer. Don't be surprised if that happens. And they look at something in his pitch mix to be able to say, okay, we can extract better potential out of him. Because a guy that has a whiff rate like this, and a K rate like this, you take a chance on. And it's not even that great of a chance, like crazy amount of a chance. The Yankees could do something there, and the Yankees are about to go for insane type of pen right now. If they can hit on this guy, this is like a lottery card, right? That they're doing here. This is like a lottery, like a nice little lottery ticket that they're taking on with this guy right now. The pen has an ability to be unstoppable this year if the Yankees unlock this guy for sure. Just in strikeouts, because you already have Luke Weaver and Williams for 8 and 9. If we can lock down a guy like this for the 7th, if he can pitch well, that'll be awesome. It is a gamble that is worth the risk. And what is the risk? Jose Trevino, who couldn't really throw out base runners, who the Yankees actually could not really play against them. And you know what? You have Wells, who's the apparent like heir to the position. So there's no real future with Trevino. And if all it takes Trevino to get this lottery ticket, then go ahead and do it. This is absolutely no problem with any of this here. Right? Let me see right now. Okay, let's look. Let us look, right? Let us look. Yeah, the shit is mad bright, bro. Like, the shit was mad bright. We got a Reds fan in the chat. He's a big Reds fan and JM fan. Fernando Cruz is so fun, exciting guy with legit one of the best pitches in baseball. He desperately needs a second pitch. So if Matt Blake can get him that, he'll be awesome. Splitter also goes in and out, which is sometimes bad stretches. Yeah. Seems about right. Bet you can find a good piece on his story too. Came up as a shortstop, I believe, then went to indie ball for a long time before starting to pitch and came up at 33. Oh, wow. Delaying chat typing. Let me go ahead and do this here. All right. In your eyes, they shouldn't have traded Carlos to the Red Sox. Who did the Yankees? The Yankees acquired international bonus pool money for him, right? So that they could sign that kid that they were able to sign, as well as some other stuff. All right, let me see here. I did see, hold on, because we put up some stats in our Pinstripe Strong group chat. Damn, where is it? Here we go. This is Fernando Cruz. Wow, look at this. Holy smokes. Let me get this up. This might get you guys a little excited. Because if it doesn't, then I don't know. Where is it? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Oh my God, this thing being, we gotta, this, I don't understand why this shit is on. I cannot view this in this way. Give me 1 second, because for some reason, this thing is bright as hell, bro. Like, what in the hell? Let me go to my display settings, because this is crazy. I can't do this. I'm going blind looking at my screen. Where's the display settings? Display settings. Okay, here it goes. Oh, much better. Much freaking better. All right. Much better. All right, let's see here. How do I... Ain't nobody gotta do it. Finally. Okay, here we go. Fernando Cruz, you guys see it here. Fernando Cruz was second amongst all MLB pitchers in strikeouts per 9 innings. First was Devin Williams, who is a Yankee now, and the second is him. So, like, the Yankees, it's obvious what the Yankees are trying to build when it comes to their pen. Look at this. Devin Williams, 15.78 Ks per 9, guys. Fernando Cruz, not far behind, 14.72 Ks per 9. So the Yankees are obviously trying to do something here. Now, the BABIP, look at this BABIP, though. There's a difference there. So there's something for him to learn. Again, as we learned from our Reds friend in the chat, he was a shortstop. So maybe his pitching hasn't developed yet. He's 34 years old, and he got started late. So maybe there is something there for him as to, like, what they're going to do with him and what they can be able to set up. Look at Mark Leiter Jr. here, top 10. Strikeout rate, huh? Wow. Jake Cousins, 17. Okay. Okay. I'm with it. I'm with it. Guys, the pen is going to be absolutely gross. And this is a good thing. This is a great thing. This is a great thing. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else on this list. I think the pen is solid now. I think you add a Tim Hill, and then you call it a day for the pen. Like, that's what I think. I think it's a Tim Hill, and then that's it. I think that's it. But yeah, that was the trade. Now, the catcher, guys, don't focus on the catcher. Don't worry about the catcher. Nobody worry about the catcher. He may not even play. We may not even see him. Okay? Now, Ben Rice, people are saying, maybe Ben Rice can be able to play and play short. Play catcher. I don't know if the Yankees are going to go with back-to-back catchers being lefty. I don't know if that'll happen. But there's a lane there for Ben Rice. But I feel like the Yankees kind of don't see Ben Rice as a catcher. It feels that way, right? It certainly does feel that way. Let me go ahead and tweet this out. Whoa. What is Mark Feinstein talking about here? Could Goldschmidt and Arenado end up with the Yankees? Boy, I don't know about all I mean, I'm down for Goldschmidt, but Arenado, it's a little tough. He's got the highest strikeout rate in all of baseball, Fernando Cruz does. Wild. And Matt Blake's going to cook. Let him cook. Let's let him cook. We're going to talk about Goldie in a second because the Yankees are apparently circling around Goldie and Carlos Santana. And I'll tell you why that's actually a really good move for the Yankees versus the bad move. Because Christian Walker signed today for 3 years, $60 million. It's not a bad deal if you think about it. $20 million a year. And I didn't see the entire deal, so I don't know what's in there, whether there's an option for. I don't know the full contract. But from what I do know is the Yankees seem to think that it's better for them not to be locked into somebody at first base long term so that they have flexibility. Now, what does that mean? I don't know if the Yankees are looking at next year or acquiring people at the deadline. Having Bellinger does help because he is a guy that can play first base and play it really well in case something doesn't happen there or that player doesn't play well. And I do think it's not a bad idea. Xavier, I love Yandy Diaz, but the question is, the Rays are going to try to get an arm and a leg for Yandy Diaz. Do the Yankees want to do that? I think the Yankees want to prioritize infield defense big time. Now, he'd be a great bat. The Yankees need bats. And I think that the Murakami guy who expressed his interest for wanting to play for the Yankees. And, oh my God, I just seen Fernando Cruz's splitter. Oh my God, do you guys want to see this shit? Hold on. Guys, are you guys ready? Let's make this a little smaller so that you guys can see. Okay.
11 pitch of the AB.
Oh my God. Guys, do you guys know who that is hitting?
A little extra on that.
Do you guys know who that is? Anybody in the chat for $2, do you guys know who that is? Do you guys know who that is? Yes. Yes. Yes, Luis Ariz. Do you guys know what it takes to strike out this guy? This man does not strike out. Luis Ariz does not strike out. Does he strike out? Anybody in the chat, is he a guy that strikes out easily? He just doesn't. So if you look at this, look at the ball that he went for. This is a split finger. This ball is way out of the zone. I mean, look at this. He went for that. This guy doesn't strike out. He does not strike out. For him to strike out and look this bad, you already know. By the way, this is a Padre team that's really good. Let's see. Fernando Tatis, my God. Look at this. Oh my God, look at the action on that split, guys. Look at this. Look at the seams on the ball.
This pitch is coming. You just cannot wait for it. You know this pitch is coming. You know this pitch is coming.
Oh my God.
You just cannot wait for it. 11
gross. Absolutely gross. Absolutely gross. That's freaking filthy. That's something to work with. That's something to work with. Big time. Hold on, let me go ahead and type in What the hell is Matt Blake's Twitter? Does anybody know? Strikeout pitching in the bullpen is big time. I mean, they literally acquired Leiter Jr. because he was a strikeout guy. Does anybody know what Matt Blake's Twitter is? I think it's Matt Blake IA. Let me see. Oh, no, I found it. It's Blake Matt. Okay. Hey. There we go. There we go. There we go. Matt Blake. I got him. Thank you so much, Van Rye. You're the best. Thank you guys so much. What's goody, chat? Give me 1 second here. I noticed I didn't even put out a freaking tweet saying I'm live. Okay. What's my YouTube link? What's my YouTube link, damn it?
At Harbor Freight, we do business differently from the other.
Man, these ads are insane. Guys, if you guys are on YouTube, make sure you guys like the video, man. It really does help, honestly. All right, let's see. Yankees took care of that. They added to the bullpen. Honestly, I wasn't expecting the Yankees to go for more bullpen, except for Blake, except for Tim Hill. I did not expect Fernando Cruz. I did not expect another right-handed pitcher. I didn't. I honestly didn't. So to be able to get that here and then to look at that. And then look at, the possible, potential with him. It gets me excited. It really honestly does. I'm not saying that he's going to be like, the best reliever in baseball. I'm not saying any of that stuff. But I do think that there's potential there. And if you're just ignoring that, then stop hating, man. Come on, bro. Just stop hating, bro. Good stuff. Good stuff. Shout out to the Twitch chat. Shout out to the YouTube chat. Make sure you guys like and follow. Follow on all platforms, guys. We're trying to grow. Okay, let's see what you guys are. Oh, here we go. So today, the Yankees, a rumor came out because Christian Walker signed. And it seemed like the Yankees kind of cooled on Christian Walker by the baseball winter meetings. Like, they didn't like his... One, I don't think that the Yankees wanted to be attached to him age-wise because he's 34 years old. Two, I didn't think that they wanted to commit that kind of money to him. Three, I did not only the money, but the qualifying offer. I think if they didn't have that qualifying offer attached to him, and I know you'd say, oh, who cares about picks? The Yankees are trading so many prospects now that those picks are actually valuable to them. And unless it was somebody like, a top free agent that they feel like, hey, you know what? We're good. with letting go a draft pick for this guy, you know, we're fine. Let's see. So the Astros signed them. I'm trying to understand the Astros off season. I'm trying to understand where they're going. I'm really trying to understand that. Now there's an article here. Isn't Devin Williams the guy that got hurt punching a wall? I do not remember. So this came out earlier. Here we go. This came out earlier, and it was Bob Nightingale. So, hey, it's Bob Nightingale. So take it with a grain of salt, right? It is Bob Nightingale. But he just said that the Yankees are focused on Paul Goldschmidt and Carlos Santana. And I do like this for the Yankees a lot better, and I'll tell you why. The New York Yankees, one second here. The New York Yankees are in a spot where they probably want to go with, I think the Yankees are kind of building a parlay, and that's like a double-edged sword. If you do too much, you know, you're trying to like spread the wealth a lot, right? And if you do too much, sometimes you're not going to hit on one of the legs of your parlay. And maybe the Yankees are not trying to hit on every single leg, right? But they want to hit on enough of them so that way they have a better overall team. I think the Yankees were embarrassed by the World Series performance, especially Game 5, and how the scouting report was, hey, just make them play baseball. I think that's a slap in the face. I think the organization, especially after reading the book The Yankee Way, and how they feel like the Yankees truly feel like fundamentals should be something that's enforced. I know it hasn't looked that way on the field, but the Yankees really, like, it's ingrained in that Yankee Way Bible that they have, especially at certain positions with the way that they value them. So here we go. The Yankees are focused on Paul Goldschmidt, and the Yankees are focused on Carlos Santana. What you're thinking immediately is, oh my God, these guys are washed, right? Because immediately you think of age. And immediately, why am I saying the word immediately so much? Right away, you also think about Paul Goldschmidt, especially, because it seems like the Yankees really want Paul Goldschmidt. It seems like it's like, I don't think he's a fit for the Yankees. You know, he's old. He had a bad year last year. You know what? The more I look at certain things, the more I start to like them. See, Paul Goldschmidt, last year, it is true, he had a horrible start to his year. Like, horrendous. He was so bad. However, his second half, right? And I like to show numbers because it's better to show numbers. I think people like numbers as a way to properly gauge things without feeling like they're emotional, right? Let's see. Should we look at Baseball Reference, or should I look at, let me look at a different website. What's a better looking website so that we can show it on stream? Baseball Reference sometimes feels like it's all over the place. I guess we'll see this. None of the websites look good. Maybe MLB. Yeah, I know it's the age, guys. And again, I want you guys to understand and listen. He's 37 years old. Carlos Santana, I believe he's 38. I think the Yankees want players that they don't have to commit long-term to because they're interested in Murakami. They like how Bellinger can be able to play first base. They still like Ben Rice. I believe that the Yankees still like Ben Rice. However, they don't feel safe kind of just giving him the keys to first base yet. But he has the power to stay at first base. Let's go. Okay, I guess MLB has the best looking site. What I am about is getting people in the locker room that have hardware, that have been there, done that have a professionalism to them and a standard, right? And what I like about Paul Goldschmidt and Carlos Santana is they are veterans. Sometimes I feel like right now the veteran is Judge, right? And before, let's go all the way back to 2017. The kind of veterans that were on that team were really good because they're people that even the really good players can look up to and would listen to. A Paul Goldschmidt, who, I mean, if you want to sit here and look at accolades, what he's got, I believe he has 4 Gold Gloves. Where's his awards here? What is this? Oh my God, bro. MLB, bro. These can't be. Come on, bro. I'm so disheartened by it. Like all of this stuff. Do they have it here? They don't. He's got 4 Gold Gloves. If you look at his stats here, and you look at his splits, right? His first half of the year was horrendous, guys. It was really bad. Let's do first half, second half. Where are the splits here? Okay, this is it. Keep in mind, out of first base, the New York Yankees did not get a home run after July 31st, okay? OPS was in the toilet for the Yanks. It was just horrible. Here we go. Pre-All-Star break, he had a horrendous year. He hit 230, a 291, 373, and 664 OPS. Horrendous. Look at his post-All-Star break numbers and tell me truly that you would not like this out of the position of first base. And he hit 271, 319, 480, and 799 OPS for the second half of the season. I want you guys to keep in mind, this is a St. Louis team that was not good. Would he get some more energy? And maybe he, at age 37, whether you acquire him or whatever it is and things start going downhill or he sucks, Bellinger can play first base. And you can move somebody, you can move people around, and Yankees have some flexibility there. Or you can also have Ben Rice go in for a game or for a couple of days or whatever to get him off his feet. Or if he stops hitting righties, you can end up going and doing a platoon. His spray charts are actually pretty good from what I've seen, and I talked to BBD about this. And he's an opposite field kind of guy. He can be able to short porch a bunch of homers for the Yankees. He's got one, oh, here you go, Joey got it. 1 MVP, 7 All-Stars, 4 Gold Gloves, 5 Silver Sluggers. The guy's always been able to hit. And you know what? The second half of the season kind of tells you there's something in there. So I don't want to hear about washed. I don't think he's washed per se. I think that there's something still left in there. I don't know what happened that first half of the year. I don't know. But obviously he was able to correct it. And would the Yankees be very happy to get 799? Like, if the Yankees would have got 799 OPS out of their first baseman down the stretch after the All-Star break, we would be in heaven. We would be in heaven. He makes all the plays at first base. He's very good defensively, always has been. The other person is Carlos Santana, which is, by the way, a person that I wanted this offseason anyway, just off rip. He's a guy that mashes lefties, which the Yankees had an issue with lefties. He's a pro. He's been around the league. He's not going to ask for, his ass won't be crazy. He is a switch hitter, and he is a guy that you don't have to commit super long term to. He's not going to block a Ben Rice if Ben Rice becomes the guy. He's not going to he's not going to be a bad clubhouse guy. He's an awesome clubhouse guy. I think Yankees need some more Dominicans because we're looking very white right now. Not that I care, but I think you need some flavor in there, bro. I just think so. Some sazon, you get me? Like, we can't be having some unseasoned chicken. Anyway, let's go ahead. We need more guys like that. Santana won a Gold Glove last year. He did. Won a Gold Glove last year. Looked really good, and his numbers were good as well, especially against against lefties. So at worst, Santana could end up becoming a platoon type hitter with a Ben Rice or whoever the hell you want, or you could. He's not going to block anybody. These two guys, Paul Goldschmidt and Santana, are not going to block anyone. Even after having that horrible season, Paul Goldschmidt had 22 homers. Can he do better with the Yankees? I don't know, but I'd be open to taking, a low commitment deal with him or Santana. I have no problem with that. We can't get too caught up on that. I want the Yankee infield defense to be very solid. I don't want that to be a thing, especially since the Yankees acquired Max Fried. He's a ground ball type pitcher, and I think that it would behoove the Yankees to get a better defensive infield than what they had before. Okay. So I'm good with that. 1 year, 10 or 12 million? Yeah. And for all we know, guys, if they completely suck, Yankees can still trade for a Yandy Diaz at the deadline, or whoever else falls out of it. Or maybe the Yankees don't want to have a crazy committed contract at first because they want to go after or be in the market for a Vlad Guerrero next year, who's a free agent. Be in the market for a Kyle Tucker next year, who's a free agent. Be in the market for Murakami, who's coming over from Japan and is being posted and not posted, but he's coming over as a free agent and is thinking about being a Yankee, and he expressed it. So if you lock yourself in at first base, could you imagine if it's only $20 million at first base, and you're not really in love with Walker, right? Could you imagine you give him that, and because of that, you don't want to go for a Murakami? Or you don't want to go for, or it becomes harder for you financially to go after somebody like a Kyle Tucker? Or you're straight up not even in the bidding for a Vlad Guerrero Jr.? And again, he might hate the Yankees or whatever it is, and Ray said that Vlad Sr. hates the Yankees. By the way, in case you guys do not know, before the 2004 season, Brian Cashman had a deal with Vlad Guerrero Sr. to become a Yankee. A deal. It was done, signed, delivered. He was going to be a New York Yankee. He was going to be the right fielder for the New York Yankees. Hey, right fielder for the New York Yankees. And guess what? George Steinbrenner did a deal with Sheffield behind Cashman's back and signed Sheffield. Brian Cashman never wanted Gary Sheffield. Not saying Gary Sheffield was bad for the Yankees, but he wanted Vlad Guerrero Jr. That one actually stuck with him a lot. He wanted Vlad Guerrero Jr. I mean, not Jr. Vlad Guerrero Sr. And he went on, while he had a great season with the Yankees, Vlad Guerrero Jr. won an MVP. And he would have been the right fielder for the Yankees. By the way, they had that deal signed and delivered. Didn't get done because of that. Dude, change the smoke detector battery. No, John. No. Specifically, I want to keep it that way. It reminds me of home back in the Bronx. That's why I keep it that way. That's why I haven't changed it. It's all by design, Pop. It's all by design. We have the battery. I have the batteries. I just refuse to change it. It's a soothing sound. It's a soothing sound. That's why he has a bad taste for the Yankees, my guy. Yeah, but that's George Steinbrenner Sr. That's not Brian Cashman. Brian Cashman wanted him. Yankees need to trade for Correa. I like Correa. I do like Correa. I don't know if the Yankees will take, if they get a Paul Goldschmidt, which is not an injury-riddled guy, but if you get a Paul Goldschmidt who's 37, to get a Carlos Correa. I love Carlos Correa though, but I don't see that happening. It's just a lot of money for the Yankees to get. I would like Carlos Correa though. I love his attitude. I love the way he plays baseball. Yeah. What's good, you guys? Do you think? Okay, let's see some of your questions here in the chat. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm gonna go ahead and now it is your guys, whether it's on TikTok or YouTube or whatnot. I'm gonna try to look. I know you guys probably spam here. Let's start with. But all I'm saying is, and to end off that point, I don't think that the Yankees want to hamstring themselves to anybody at first base, is basically what I'm saying. Just because it eliminates future possibilities for better potential players later on. And it makes sense. I don't think you do that in 20. If there was a guy that you're like, you know what? Yes. And maybe that guy could still be Pete Alonso if his market comes down enough. And they say, you know what? At that number, we're okay with. And we'll go with Pete Alonso there, but maybe not where it's at right now. All right, let's see. Yankees need an outfielder and first base, get Santana, and maybe trade for first. Okay. And trade for first. Okay. I don't know if the Yankees need an outfielder now, but I guess we'll see. Odds we get Sasaki pretty low, maybe 5%. He had all the teams go. So he met with the teams between today and yesterday. He had all the teams go and meet him in Los Angeles, guys. I mean, that's crazy. Let's see. What about Teoscar? I like Teoscar. I just don't see that happening. Again, the Yankees are going to, or Santander, Yankees value defense, man. They're going to be valuing defense big time. I don't know if that happens there. Guys on TikTok, make sure you guys spam those likes, man. Just go on the screen and just tap like crazy. Tap like crazy on TikTok, please. Kim is interesting. Kim for second base would be interesting. And I think it's about clearing enough money. I do like Profar, John. On YouTube. I know you mentioned Profar. I do like him. I like Profar a lot. And I would love him. I think he would be a perfect leadoff hitter for the New York Yankees. If you believe that his bat will continue to translate and all of that stuff. So, yes. I would like to see Jason Dominguez at center. Are the Yankees talking to Pete Alonso? I'm sure that they are. They're keeping tabs on him, but they probably don't like where his number is right now. Switch hitting vet with a good glove is what the team needs. Who's that? Who's the switch hitting vet with a good glove? I bet Rice still gets a decent amount of playing time at first. Absolutely. And I think that that's why a Carlos Santana and a Goldschmidt would be awesome for him. Somebody that's also won a Gold Glove. We heard how Rizzo was teaching some of the guys how to play first base and Cabrera and all of that stuff. I think that Goldschmidt on the days that he's not playing can be a valuable resource to somebody like a Ben Rice who's going from catcher over to first base. And you're going to learn from Gold Glovers. I think that there is a value there. I think the Astros sign Profar and complete the lineup would be nasty. That's true. I could see him as an Astro. Very true. I'm late. Thoughts on the trade? I love the trade. I do love the trade. Yankees actually in value. I'm gonna show you guys something right now. In value, the New York Yankees came out big time. You know how they have those trade generators and shit? You know how they had those trade generators? I mean, this is what the trade generator says about that deal. Jose Trevino, 5.2 total value. That's what the Reds got. New York Yankees. Fernando Cruz is a 15.6 total value. What? 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 Wild. Cashman's kind of like, I'm not going to lie, Cashman's kind of cooking in this offseason, dog. Call the Rays and bring Yandy here? Sure. But remember, it takes two teams to trade. It's not, teams are not one way. Like, the trades are not one way. Reading online here. Guys. Oh my God. I would love Carlos Santana, guys. I would love Carlos Santana, guys. That was his first homer 50 years ago. And he's still playing. And he's still playing. And he's still playing. No, that wasn't for this year. Oh wow. Look, Joe Randazzo put out a good tweet. Fernando Cruz has a filthy splitter. The newest reliever, right-handed, or relief pitcher for the Yankees, had a negative 11 run value for the splitter in 2023 and a negative 8 in 2024. Opposing batters had a 116 average against it with a 149 slugging this year. The splitter had a 65.2 K rate and a 37.8 K rate overall, was in the 99th, I'm guessing it says percentile in MLB. I mean, look at this. This is Aaron Hicks, guys. Oh my God, that's gross. Gross. Look how much action that is. It's starting here. I want you to see the height. It is starting here. This is like belt high. Look where it drops to. I mean, that's shin. That is the shin. That's out of the zone, chat. Shin. Look how much break that pitch got. Belt high to shin. Belt high to shin. We're not going to talk about that. About him striking out and whatnot. Puertorriqueño. Looking out. I'm looking right now. Jesus Christ. I'm so happy that I'm not scrolling through my TL right now. I'm so freaking happy, guys. I cannot show you guys any of this shit. This shit is... Get okay, local. Joe's, you the man? Hey, now you the man, Pop. You think we get Tanner Scott? No. I don't think the Yankees are going to get Tanner Scott. There's no reason for the Yankees to spend money on relievers. The Yankees learned that some years ago. There's no reason for the Yankees to spend big money on relievers. I'm sorry, I just had to cook somebody online real quick. Does Schmidt go to the pen? No, I think he's the starter. Why would he go to the pen? Joe, they said that wherever Goldy signs, Nolan will try to follow. Interesting. Who said that? What about Ryan McMahon? I like Ryan McMahon. Yeah, they're going to update that, Ed. Don't worry about it. Y también dominicano se necesita ahí. Ya lo sabe. ¿Necesitan hispano en el equipo? ¿Cómo que no? Yeah, my timeline is crazy right now. I cannot show the timeline. Joe's rob commercial of the year. How the hell did I rob commercial of the year? There's a post about it in the group chat. Which post? Oh my God, there's so much here. Let me see. What are you talking about, Joey? Oh, Goldschmidt wants 2 years. Goldschmidt wants 2 years. Oh, no. I don't know about that. All right, let's see here. Let's read this article. This is Mark Feinstein. He says, could Goldschmidt and Arenado end up on the Yankees? Also details on an early Yankees proposal to the Cardinals. Really? Okay, let's take a look. Oh, my God, this bright-ass screen. I'm sorry. With first baseman Christian Walker off the market, after agreeing to the to sign with the Astros, the Yankees' interest in adding veteran first baseman Paul Goldschmidt is rapidly increasing. Sources told MLB.com on Friday. If the Yankees do indeed sign Goldschmidt, what the fuck, dude? I lost my... Okay. If the Yankees do indeed sign Goldschmidt, it may prove to be doubly beneficial for New York. Sources added that the veteran first baseman's potential presence in the New York Yankees could have a strong influence on former teammate Nolan Arenado waiving his no-trade clause and agreeing to play for the Yankees if New York pursues a trade with St. Louis for the 10-time Gold Glove winner. The Yankees approached the Cardinals earlier this offseason about a deal for Arenado, sources said, but they were rebuffed because St. Louis had no interest in taking on the contract of veteran right-handed pitcher Marcus Stroman. Adding both Goldschmidt and Arenado, teammates with the Cardinals over the past 4 seasons, would allow the Yankees to shift Jazz Chisholm from third base to second base with Anthony Volpe at short, solidifying the infield for the 2024 American League champions. The Yankees have responded to losing superstar slugger Juan Soto to rival Mets by signing left-hander Max Fried to an 8-year, $218 million free agent deal, and trading for closer Devin Williams and first baseman outfielder Cody Bellinger. Goldschmidt and Arenado could provide more veteran protection in the lineup for reigning AL MVP Aaron Judge. A sticking point for any potential deal with the Yankees is that the 37-year-old Goldschmidt is seeking a multi-year deal, per sources. That might cause some pause, considering that Goldschmidt registered career lows in several major offensive categories each of the past 2 seasons after winning the National League Most Valuable Player Award in 2022. The Diamondbacks are another possible destination for Goldschmidt now that Walker has agreed to a deal with the Astros for a reported $60 million over 3 years. A source said Goldschmidt starred with Arizona from 2011 to 2018 before being traded to the Cardinals. I don't know if that deal makes sense for Arizona, I'm going to be honest with you. Maybe that's like you're coming back home kind of situation, kind of play, like, so that's why they would like it. I would get that. Arenado, 33, has a 3-year deal, has 3 years and $74 million remaining on a deal he originally signed with the Rockies and carried over to the Cardinals while playing for St. Louis the past 4 seasons. Colorado is on the hook for $10 million and another 12 is deferred. Ooh. Lowering the potential commitment for a new team to roughly $60 million over 3 years. Arenado has a full no trade in his contract and exercised that. Wait, hold on a second. This is assuming that the Yankees take on all of the money, right? How many years left? 3 years, $60 million? $20 million a season. Can you get the Astros? Oh, here we go. Astros, Cardinals. It says it right here. Let me just continue that. Earlier this week, a squashed proposed deal between St. Louis and Houston, one that would have seen the Cardinals pay down an additional $15 to $20 million of the third baseman salary, source says. Oh my God. That means, guys, if you're looking, let's just talk about on the high end, because they really want to get that money off the books. You're talking about, you wouldn't take Nolan Arenado for $13 million per year for the remaining 3 years of his contract if they pay $20 million? Would you take that? Because I think I would. $13.3 million for Nolan Arenado for the next 3 years. I mean, that's not like crazy money. Arenado to the Dodgers, he wants to come to LA. Yeah, but that deal makes absolutely no sense for the Dodgers, Drew. If you're a Dodger fan, why would you want that? You got Max Muncy there for next year. Why would that deal make sense for the Dodgers? Let's be real. Let's be honest here. Get rid of Lux, Muncy the second? No way, Muncy's better. I don't think that they do that deal, man. I think that deal can kind of make them, I don't know. I don't see that for the Dodgers, dog. I mean, it could still happen, but I just don't see it. Arenado would have to approve any trade between St. Louis and New York, and he would be far more likely to do so if Goldschmidt signed to play for the Yankees, a source said. Whether the Yankees view Goldschmidt as more than an answer at first base, namely an additional piece to help acquire Arenado, is unclear. Arenado is winless in 7 playoff games in a Rockies and Colorado career that could end up with an election to the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Has been known that he will only consider waiving his no-trade clause for organizations that are World Series contenders. The Southern California native has the Dodgers at the top of his wish list, but Los Angeles appears intent on sticking with the incumbent third baseman, Max Muncy, for the 2025 season. You see, guys, I told you this. It just doesn't make sense for the Dodgers. For Arenado, yes, why wouldn't you want to join the Dodgers? I think everybody wants to join the freaking Dodgers. They just won the World Series, and the team is freaking stacked. Everybody, like the majority of their team was hurt, and they won the World Series. Joining the Yankees, who lost to the Dodgers in 5 games in the World Series in October, could fill Arenado's wish to play for a championship contending team. The Yankees expressed an interest in trading for Arenado earlier this offseason, a source said, proposing a swap of Stroman and Arenado. St. Louis declined the offer without even presenting it to Arenado for approval. According to the source, the 33-year-old Stroman was 10-9 with 4.31 ERA in 30 games, 29 starts in this first season with the Yankees, and he wasn't used throughout the playoffs. He is due $18.3 million in 2025, and another $18.3 million would be vested in 2026 if he pitches at least 140 innings in the season ahead. The Cardinals are planning a reset for 2025 in hopes of clearing payroll and providing more playing time for their young core of players, in addition to President of Baseball Operations John Mozeliak, saying that it is his intention to trade Arenado. St. Louis has received interest from the Blue Jays, D-backs, in trading for the All-Star closer Ryan Helsley, a source said. Meanwhile, veteran starting pitcher Eric Fetty and Steven Matz have drawn trade interest from the Tigers and Guardians, source said. Okay. All right. Okay. Ton says, I don't like acquiring Arenado or Goldschmidt. Way too much downside and risk. What's the risk? And what's the downside? I want to know what's the risk that you're saying? And what's the downside? Because Arenado looks like a $13.3 million commitment. So for $13.3 million, what's the downside? You're paying DJ LeMahieu more. Goldschmidt and Arenado grounded into a combined 35 double plays. They did. I want you guys to understand something last year also. For veteran players, it's a little harder to get up when you're, to play when you're on a losing team. It just is. Which is why I actually credit Goldschmidt for his second half. I think Arenado had a better second half as well. Let me look at it real quick. I believe that Arenado had a better second half as well. But let's look at stats. Let's look at the second half. He had a horrendous year. Horrible year. What is it, 719 OPS? Still, I want you guys to consider something right now. Okay? I want you guys to consider something right now. Defense doesn't really slump. And a guy like that will be able to defend. Okay? Which is, I think what the Yankees are feeling and saying. The Yankees made it to the world. Remember, the American League is still not strong. Okay? The Yankees want to be sound fundamentally and very good with fielding. I think that feels important to them. He's still very good defensively. Very good defensively. Why are people apprehensive about signing Goldy? The age? Yes, the age, and I think he's wanting a 2-year deal, a multi-year deal, which I don't think the Yankees want. The Yankees would love to do a 1-year deal with him. I think they'll probably settle on a year deal with an option with some, I don't know. They'll probably do something like that where it's it'll opt, or I don't know what they're gonna do. They also don't want to be hamstrung for next year with just different things. Let me look here. Arenado, let's look at his splits because he had a really bad year. What are his splits here? Where are you? Okay, so pre-All-Star break. I know it's pretty much the same. Actually, his OPS was higher. Same amount of homers, 8 and 8. My thing with him is that you can't look to him for homers. I think for him, he's going to be more of that kind of contact guy and whatnot. Like, it's not going to be a homer guy at third base, but this is a guy that's going to... I think the homers that Jazz will get you over the season at second base will pay for the homers that you don't get from... the homers that you don't get at third base from Arenado. I believe I like that. I don't doubt. On base percentage is important. 100%. It is important. On base percentage is important. Now you tell me this. If you have an infield, I want you to think defensively. If you have an infield of Goldschmidt, Arenado, Volpe, and Jazz, how do you feel about that infield defensively? Tell me how you guys feel about that infield defensively. You got Gold Glove winners at the corners. You got a Gold Glover at shortstop. And his more natural position at second base. How do you guys feel about that? Compare it to last year's defense, infield defense. Like, go with that. Like, I want you guys to weigh that right now. Mind you, they're probably not going to play Goldschmidt every day. You'll probably see some Ben Rice at first base, or if not, you'll see some Bellinger at first base, and they'll give people time off, and you're going to see all of that. So tell me what you guys think. The first option that I gave you guys defensively, or the second option, which was last year's defense? I'm telling you right now, the Yankees were utterly embarrassed by what happened in the World Series. They were utterly embarrassed, after they lost the World Series, about how they paraded, the Dodgers kind of paraded and danced on their grave about how they play Yankee defense. They were upset about how bad fundamentally they were and how it showed up in the biggest games. I'm taking the defense, guys. I'll be honest, if the Dodgers would have beat the Yankees straight up, like just straight up, I would have lived with that a lot more. But this is me as a fan, so you can already imagine the Yankees and their front office. It probably sticks in their craw too, that what beat them, what they feel beat them, were like the little things. They were bad fundamentally. Cutoffs, the cutoffs weren't happening. All of that stuff. Like it's people being positioned wrong in the infield when the ball's coming in from the outfield. Judge was in center field, the position that he was weak. I want you to think about all of these things. And yes, Soto was on the team. He's a phenomenal bat. The Yankees last year got weaker at right field. They got weaker at center field. They were weak in the infield. Glaber was all-time bad at second. Volpe was still good at short. At first base, we didn't have good defense. At third base, Jazz was still learning the position. And until we made the change for Wells at catcher, everybody was stealing rough shot all over Trevino. Think about that defense. And now change it to Judge moves from center to right field. We've got Bellinger now, who's a plus defender, at center field. Imagine having Arenado at third base, Volpe at short, Wells catching, Jazz at second, Goldschmidt at first. Jason Dominguez at left field. Or if you want to flip-flop Dominguez and Bellinger, you can do that so that he can learn. What defense do you feel more confident in? It's that second one, guys. All day. That second one all day. So I'm open to it. I'm just telling you to be more open to it than what everybody's looking at it for. I think these are low commitments that the Yankees are doing to somebody like a Goldschmidt. I think these are like
Brother, you do not do, brother. Come on. You did not want to go band for band. We're not going there.
House M for M, I'm with it.
We're not.
You can't do that with me. So don't try to do some. No, I'll fill up my whole arm, and I'm very humble, gang. You feel me? Like I hate when niggas do that, gang. It's like, bro, I be too. Even my people around me be telling me.
Both hands in the air. Both hands in the air. Brother. I got AMP's entire net worth on a one USB stick in some safety deposit box somewhere. Okay, buddy? We're not gonna go there.
Yeah. I want a pro hitter on the team, guys. I do. Please. I would like a pro hitter on the team. I would like a pro hitter on the team. Pro hitters, pro at-bats. You got to understand, on St. Louis, teams were building their pitching staffs around, like their whole scouting report was, hey, Goldschmidt, Arenado, don't let them beat you. I think if you have, obviously, coming over to the Yankees, the energy is around Judge. Giancarlo's there as well. Now the lineup becomes very right-handed. But I think you can figure something out there. You know, with you having... Yeah, the lineup is righty, heavy. I like Carlos Santana as well. The same argument can be made for Carlos Santana, by the way, guys. I'm fine with it. Of course, Volpe, Wells, and Dominguez have to show up. Yes. Well, they got to develop anyway. That has to happen regardless. Question: do you think that? Do you think we are more athletic with this lineup than last year? That was a goal that they wanted to accomplish this offseason. Okay, good question. Well, having Bellinger. I'm just going to talk about athletic, okay? I'm not saying that his bat is better. Athletically, Bellinger is more athletic than Soto. He is. He's better defensively. He's just more athletic than Soto. Right? As far as that, if you do have a Goldschmidt and Arenado, I think that's where it ends. Is Goldschmidt more athletic than Rizzo? Probably. I mean, if that's what you're comparing, right? If that's what you're comparing, then yes, I think Goldschmidt might be more athletic than Rizzo. Jazz would be more athletic. Is he more athletic than Glaber at second? Yes. At third base, is Arenado still athletic at third base? I think as a defender he is. At base running, he's not. Arenado over DJ athletically. Yes, very true, Taylor. 100%. So, yeah, the answer is yes. And if you're getting a full season of Jason Dominguez, then yes. You know, you're getting Jason Dominguez at left field for an entire season. Or center field. I don't know how they want to do it. Arenado's not coming here? You might be right. I mean, I don't know. We're just talking because they're saying that if the Yankees sign Paul Goldschmidt, that he's willing to waive his no-trade clause to come to the Yankees. He likes Goldschmidt. He likes his friend. That's his friend. You know what I mean? You know? Santander can't play left field at Yankee Stadium? Yeah, I don't think so. Now, the Yankees do need pop, though. They're going to have to replace those Soto homers somewhere. They need pop. You know, so. Jazz is better than Arenado defensively at third base. Look at his outs above average. Right, and I'm not saying Jazz cannot play third base. I don't want you guys to think that. I just think that the team defensively is better with Jazz at second versus at third. Again, the things about the things that the outs above average stat does not show you about Jazz, and this is, I'm not saying that he can't learn it, okay, is that he doesn't know where to be when the ball's hit. Like, instinctually, he doesn't know where to be when the ball is hit. How to cut balls off, where to be, how to position himself when fielding certain throws, or he's not a third baseman. Okay? He's not a third baseman. So you can't, when it comes to defense, you can't just look at just, there's no perfect defensive stats. They just aren't. Outs above average is like, it's a tough, you can use that, sure, but it shouldn't be the end all be all. Arenado is a guy that can be an anchor. Paul Goldschmidt is a guy that can be an anchor. The infield needs leadership. The infield doesn't have leadership. Infield last year, who would you say was the leader? Rizzo. So, and Rizzo was hurt also, and then he had some weird plays also that just didn't work. So, what I'm saying is that you have those things there. One thing that was a flaw that stood out to me with Jazz at third base was charging in on the ball. Again, I want you guys to understand this, and I don't want you guys to feel like I'm knocking Jazz. I'm not going to knock Jazz here. I thought he played phenomenal considering he's never played an inning before coming to the Yankees at third base. If you take that into consideration, I thought he was phenomenal. And could he get better? Yes, he can absolutely get better. He just did what he did last year at third base. He did it straight up on athletic ability alone. So that's awesome that he can do that. But I feel like he can be more instinctual at the position that he's played, which is second base. I mean, the guy went from infield to outfield. and then came back from the outfield to then play third base, a position he's never played. So, can Jazz play third base? Absolutely. Can Jazz improve at third base? Absolutely. Unless you can get yourself a second baseman that will provide great defense or better defense that will give you more value defensively overall, then you know what? Arenado at third, and Jazz at second. I want you to think about that, like, in your mind defensively. Then you got to look at, kind of weigh that, right? And see where you want to go. But I don't think that Arenado's the only guy, and I don't think Goldschmidt's the only guy. I think the Yankees have various ways that they can go here. And maybe they lean one way versus another, but I don't think that should be something that we should just say, man, hell no. Think about it. Arenado was batting what? He was batting third in the lineup in St. Louis. He's not batting third in the lineup with the Yankees. He's batting maybe bottom 3 in the lineup with the Yankees. Does he have no value batting in the bottom third of the lineup there? Could he have a resurgent year? Maybe. Again, the Yankees are trying to build a parlay with so many of these other players, man. And you're not going to hit on everybody. If they hit on everybody, then the Yankees will win the World Series. I mean, let's be real. If the Yankees hit on every single person that they're acquiring this offseason, then yes, they will win the World Series, like, without a doubt. But that's not happening. Like, things happen. Baseball happens. Injuries happen. Like, just people don't perform well. Like, that doesn't like, all that stuff happens. So are they all going to work? No. Will there be some egg on their face with some guys? Sure. But I think that these are low-risk moves anyway for the Yanks. You know? Especially if you trade the Arenado money for the... If you can find the way to trade the Arenado money for the Stroman money, like, that shit's a wash. Like, real talk, that shit's like a wash. I know optics are bad, but how would you feel if the Yankees signed Pete Alonso? If the Yankees signed Pete Alonso, it means that the number got down to a place where they feel comfortable with it. Do I like Pete Alonso? Yes. Would he be good on the Yankees? Yes. He's good defensively at first base too. Very good with scoops. He's a guy that has shown that he knows how to play in New York too. And his power alley is right field. I mean, he can hit the ball out of anywhere. But his power alley is like right field, right center field. And you don't think he'll come into the season with like a chip on his shoulder after like him not getting the contract that he thinks that he should have gotten probably? Profar could play first. I don't know. Like, Profar just defensively doesn't. I mean, his bat would be awesome. I'm just thinking about who would lead off for the Yanks. We need a leadoff hitter, man. Yanks need a leadoff hitter, a good on base guy. A good on base guy. One thing about Goldie and Nolan is that there are durable players. They both played 150 games on a consistent basis, especially for a team that had issues with injuries. Good point. The best ability is availability, man. At least, and again, anything can happen. They can break down at any point. I'm not putting that above anybody. You know, like that can happen with any one of them. It can break up. let's see. Let's see here. I don't know what the Yankees do now, man. They've really surprised me this offseason. With the things that they've done. I don't really see anything else. Is there anything else that I am missing here? Unpopular opinion, but I think they bring Verdugo back. Hell no. Please, no thank you. I even forgot for a little while. I forgot Verdugo was on the team. No. Verdugo's really good defensively. Just hitting-wise, no bueno. Rocky's going to the Dodgers? Probably. You're probably right about that. Arenado's power is gone? Yes, I know that. And that's fine. Wells, Jazz, Dominguez, Bellinger, all lefties. Yes. Oh, those are lefties. So those would be 4 lefties in the lineup. Actually, kind of shocked that the Yankees aren't going harder for Horner. As a Cubs fan, he seems like the odd man out and seems like a good fit the Yankees. Maybe that could be an approach. That could happen. If the Yankees do not get Arenado, like that would still be a great defensive infield too. And Horner would become the Yankee like leadoff hitter. Like Horner's a good fit too. But we don't know what his asking price is, what the asking price for Horner would be. You know? You feel me? Santander, done deal. He's already dropped O's from his Instagram and added Yanks. That means nothing. Means nothing. Until somebody signed. I hate it when people continuously keep talking about, like, oh, this person followed this person. This person unfollowed this person. And this person followed this person, but unfollowed this person and then followed them again. Bro, following shit doesn't mean shit, dog. It doesn't mean shit, bro. Doesn't mean shit, bro. What about Carlos Correa? I'm into Correa too as an option. Nate Lowe is a better option at first base, sure. But again, we don't know the asking price for him. Did you feel confident Soto would be back as a Yankee? I did, but he ended up choosing. He valued other things. Soto followed Lindor. Look what happened. Soto has always followed Lindor. If you want to talk about following, Soto still follows the Yankees. Yeah, like none of that shit matters. That following shit doesn't matter. Any moves you think that the Tigers make? I don't know. I think that this is what I think about the Tigers, man. The Tigers had a very good, surprising second half of the season. I don't want to say run it back with the team. I think Torkelson is going to be much better this year. I thought he ended the season better than the way it started, where people hated him. They have something brewing over there. What it'll be, I don't know. I think now what I'm afraid for them is them trying to make a splash like they have in the past and signing somebody like, like a Santander or some shit. You get me? Like, that's no bueno. So, yeah. Soto followed Lindor on December 9th and signed on December 11th. I don't even know how you know that. Again, who cares? I don't... Bro, people follow people around the league all the time. Like, it's a small fraternity. It's a very small fraternity. And the Latin players especially like each other. You think that they'll bring back Tommy Kahnle? At this point, I don't think so, Katie. I don't think so. I think Tommy Kahnle wants a multi-year deal, and he deserves it. And I think he'll get one somewhere. But I think he's gonna end up going to somewhere else. I think the Yankees have enough righties in the pen. I think they want a lefty now. I think Tim Hill's probably the guy, or maybe some other lefty that they're looking at. Feel like this Yankee team is missing aura again. What's aura? Aura is something you create through confidence. How do you gain confidence? By playing well and winning. I think that's aura. I think if the Yankees would have lost last year, you know, with Soto, I think you would have said this team has no aura. I mean, there's not. We don't know. You don't know. We'll see what the team looks like. We don't even know what the team looks like yet. When the team is done and we're rolling into spring training, then let's chat. Till then, I can't really talk about judging this team. I mean, Jimmy made a great example. He said a really good thing. He was like, yo, if you bake a cake, if you eat the cake before it's fully done, the cake is probably going to taste like not good, like shit. If you eat the cake after it's done, then you can properly judge it. But you haven't let the baker cook, Pop. Let's let the baker fully cook. And he's been cooking. Honest to God, no bias. Mets or Yankees full squad, which is better? I think both teams are not complete. I don't think we should say it yet. Yankees have a better pitching staff right now. I do like the Mets lineup with Lindor, Soto, Vientos. I don't know what Cody's going to be offensively yet. The Mets pitching scares me. Like, I think that the Mets need to. Why is this TikTok live in 8,000p? You stupid chat. What do you mean? It's good quality? Oh my God. Make sure you like the video on TikTok. Spam those likes. Aura doesn't win titles. You could argue that you get your aura after you win. Losers don't have aura. We were winning championships with guys like Chuck Knobloch, Scott Brocious, Ricky Leday, Clay Bellinger, and Shane Sanser. Yeah. Bellinger adjusted home run rate for Yankee Stadium last year was only 2 homers. Yeah. And you know what? But I also want you to take something into consideration that Cashman said. If you're only taking Yankee Stadium, then yeah, sure. However, he played in the Central, right? Whatever, Cubs and all of that stuff, NL Central. I want you to think about who the Yankees have in their division. The Orioles have a very, very, very friendly right field. The Rays, who are now playing at George M. Steinbrenner Field, has the same dimensions as Yankee Stadium. Okay? I want you to think about that. I think right field in Toronto, I don't want to say it's hitter friendly, but it's there. Fenway Park, he'll have some issues with. He'll lose some homers down that way. Am I missing one? What asshole am I missing? I think that's it. So I want you to also take that into consideration. I don't know if it took all of that. I know it does Yankee Stadium homers, that +2, but I think, also consider you got to add whatever games against the Rays down there as kind of like Yankee Stadium kind of homers. Let's go, Willie. You think the Tigers signed Bregman? I think Bregman's a Red Sox. I think he just makes sense for them. Mets fans are obsessed with the Yankees offseason. Yeah, I think it goes both ways. I think Yankee fans kind of want to stick it to the Mets, say, "Oh, look at everything that we did," and I think Mets fans I think there's a little rivalry there right now, bro. There just is. There's your second choice. I don't think the Yankees are going to spend the money on Bregman. Not a Yankees fan, but stage 5 of grief is acceptance. Defending Cashman has never been more over. What? What are you talking about? Let him put together the full offseason, and then I'll give you. I'll do my offseason letter grade. I never do it this early. I'll do it right before spring training. I'll do something like that, and then we'll discuss everything, the additions and subtractions, and we'll talk about it. We'll see whether we like the team. There's always going to be optimism going into spring training. Even the teams that are ass have optimism going into spring training. That's every single team, all 30, which is why I love baseball. But that's what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, those are all of the things. Everybody has that, whoever it is, from the best team to the worst team, everybody will have that kind of optimism when it comes to their baseball season. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think every team will have that. But I'll try to give you like an objective look come February on where the Yankees look and what I think about them compared to last year's team. Last year's team, it was really Judge and Soto. Last year's team was Judge and Soto show. And, yeah, we made it to the World Series, but I want you to also think about this. There was a period in time where they were struggling. We were doing voicemail episodes where people were saying the Yankees should sell at the deadline. Sell! No way. That was insane. Selling at the deadline. We were getting serious voicemails about the Yankees selling at the deadline. Remember, there was a time, like a period in time where the Yankees could not buy a hit. They weren't playing well. An under-the-radar move for the Yankees? Not sure. If the Yankees signed Roki Sasaki, would you trade Clark? His stock is high. I think, yes. I think you would do that. I think, of course. Listen, Sasaki's not happening, okay? Let me just put that out there. Roki Sasaki is not happening. I think he's either a Dodger or a Padre or a Mariner. Most likely a Dodger or a Padre, though, okay? We're going to go there. That's the first thing I want to say. If for some grace of God, he wants to be a Yankee and signs with the Yankees, okay, this takes this offseason to a different level, right? But that's a crazy variable that I can't even consider right now. But if he does decide to join the Yankee pinstripes and all of that, then what will happen? The Yankees will then try to deal from that strength. They already have a strength in their pen. They'll try to deal from the strength of, let me trade. They're already looking to trade Stroman, but they're going to try to trade somebody like a Clark or Luis Gil. Not to mention, I also want you to consider something else too. The Yankees may not trade also. I think they'll try to trade Clark, but I think it'll be something like Roki Sasaki wants to go to a team where he'll probably be in a 6-man rotation. That's the first thing I'll tell you. Can the Yankees provide that for him? Yes, they can. They have the personnel to do that. And he wants to be developed and built up at the major league level so that he can be able to pitch and maybe pitch on a 5-man rotation second half. What's at the second half of the season? The trade deadline. So would the Yankees do that, go 6-man rotation? A 6-man rotation, you got to think about everybody is affected. Now, Garrett Cole hates 6-man rotation, right? Garrett Cole hates 6-man rotation, so he won't do that. The Yankees could keep him on regular rest, but the Yankees will also say, hey, dude, you're fucking old, dude. Like, you're going 6-man rotation. We're going to try to keep you healthy the rest of the season. Sorry. That's it. The Yankees are not good at developing starters. Jeez, I don't know. I don't know if you can say that. I think Clark Schmidt kind of shows you when it comes to pitching, the Yankees are pretty good at developing pitching. And when it comes to how they treat also Japanese players, they treat them very well when they come over. I think Tanaka would probably be the best example for them. Where he came over and he assimilated great. So I don't think you can say that at all. And the Yankees developed Luis Gil and Clark Schmidt, who one of them is a Rookie of the Year, and Clark Schmidt was freaking awesome and has developed great. I'm not sure what you're talking about. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? He said Mariners mentioned. Michael King also developed well. Thank you so much, Glenn Bay. Michael King. What about Michael King? What are you talking about? People just be saying shit, dog. Like, I don't understand. Like, yes, Lawrence, Nestor also. They also developed Nestor. Like, yo, guys, people just be saying shit. People just say shit. I don't know why either, but they just say shit. And Sevy did develop well. I mean, he was what was it, top 2 in Cy Young voting? Guys, please. Please. Also, I think the Yankees are a team that he can go to and he doesn't feel like he needs to be the guy. I think the Dodgers offer that as well. I think the Padres offer that as well. Other teams are going to look for him to be the guy. Yeah, guys, come on. Do not. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, you can't just, if you say blanket statements, you just look like an idiot. Like, at least have substance behind it. You know what I mean? Pick one. Pete, Goldie, Santana. Santana. Joe's Peep. I think plan should be Goldschmidt and Arenado. Plan B can be Glaber's not coming back, Lawrence. Glaber's not coming back. Like, that's not happening. Jordan Montgomery was also developed well as well. Yeah. King came out of the bullpen for the majority of his time in New York and started a few games at the end last season. Yeah, where he was the best pitcher in baseball. But but what you need to understand, Mike, is that It's funny that your name is Mike and you wrote King right after. Mike King, he always had a starter pitch mix. Like, always had a starter pitch mix. You know? So I want you to keep that in mind. He's always had a starter pitch mix. And the Yankees always wanted to do that. And that's why he would pitch multiple innings in the pen. If you lie about a trade or whatever in the chat, you're banned. I just said it. Sevy was the ace in 2017 on a team that could have made it to the World Series. Yes. Yeah. Can't go into the offense with a worse offense, to your point. Yeah, you're right. Not wrong there. Kim for second and leadoff. Sure, I'm down for it. I just think he's going to cost money, and I don't think that the Yankees have the money to give right now. Honestly. All right, let's see here. Appreciate you guys on TikTok, man. You guys spamming the likes. Appreciate you. You guys are awesome. Wouldn't you put Jazz at second? Yeah, I would. 100% I would. Yeah, it would be hilarious if it became a Rocky or some shit. I mean, I don't understand why a pitcher coming over would go to the Rockies, though, like where you'd get rocked. Did you see the Stroman rumor? Which Stroman rumor? Wait a minute. I just seen something. I hope this is not true. I hope this is not true. I just seen something right now, and I hope this is not true. I really hope this is not true. Let me just go ahead and take a look here. Thank you for the sub. Hold on a second. I just seen somebody tweet something. I don't want to even put that energy out there. Yeah, it was something about Ricky Henderson, and I hope it is not true. I'll look through it and verify or whatever, but I don't see it. Thanks for the subs, guys. Appreciate you guys. Speak on it, Joes. I mean, it's just stuff that I just seen here. Schmidt in the prospect for Yandy. I don't know, dog. Let me look. All right, let me go on here. All right, I didn't see that. Yeah, I need to see this real quick. SNY. Yeah, but I don't think nobody could say it rapidly because they're both not together. Like, so it's not. Beast Games was rated a 2 out of 10. Beast Games, a reality show that tries and fails to translate the style of Mr. Beast's popular YouTube video to a longer form reality show. It's largely dull and without much of anything to get invested in, relying on constantly shouting at us about the stakes while frenetic editing slices. I didn't think it's a 2. IGN is always fucking wildin', bro. I don't know. It is basically his YouTube videos in like TV form. I don't see anything here like for like I'm looking right now. I don't see anything on the Ricky Henderson thing. So we'll table that for now. Let's go ahead and just take a look at this. This is Fernando Cruz. Yankees acquired this guy today. And this is 60 seconds of him just destroying batters. If you guys are interested in that. Fake news? Okay. Thank you. Thank God. Bro. Gross. That pitch is nasty, chat.
Right where he wants.
0-2.
Bryce Harper. Real Muto. Woof.
Got a lot of experience.
Oh my God. Pete Alonso. Oh my God. Guys, look at this pitch.
Swing and a 3. The pitching on the later stage. There's the splitter. Just 5, 6, 7 to the plate for the White Sox.
Oof.
There's that splitter hit for the White Sox.
I mean, it's the White Sox, so. I'm just looking at the action on the pitches, though, but guys. He's gross. He's absolutely gross. You said it acts like a screwball. Yeah, but you know, Devin Williams is the same thing.
Right where he wants.
Looks like a strike until it isn't. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. One thing I've noticed as a trend between Cruz, Weaver, and Williams, off speed to go to 2-strike pitch, splitter, changeup, screwball. Yep. When you look at Cruz, look at his FIP versus ERA. That'll tell you the story. Matt Blake makes Falcons out of pigeons. This Cruz trade is a steal. He clearly got filth to work with. Gives Yanks a 3-headed monster at the back of the pen. They're trying to move on from Trevi anyway. The writing was on the wall. Not only that, Reed, another person to think about is Johnny Loizaga. And if he's healthy and doesn't feel like he needs to be the guy in the pen, Loizaga is another guy. Big strikeout potential guy. Now he's gotta stay healthy though. That's the thing. He's gotta stay healthy. But he's got big time potential. What was the rumor? I don't know what the rumor is. Yankees want strikeout beast in the pen. Oh my God. Is this George Lombard Jr.'s fuck? Oh my God. Is this serious? Look at Lombard Jr.'s like specs. Now, his scouting grades is this on a scale of 80? Like, what's happening here? His numbers are, but these numbers are like great. So where's the disconnect here? His whiff rate. He's walking too. This will come with development. He'll get better here. He's not good at pulling the ball. Pulling a fastball especially. He's got speed though. Speed's definitely a part of his game. He's a very good fielder. He's 19 though. These are his batting percentiles for last season. 2 brutal back-to-back injuries. Loizaga done. Well, let's see. Let's see. The grades rarely get above 55. Okay. Yeah, these are the scale. But I'm just saying, like, he has a hit grade here of 25/55. So I don't know what the fuck that means. 35 career K rate from Cruz. Absolutely. He's a beast. Need a lefty in the pen? Absolutely, Matthew. Which is why I think that somebody like Tim Hill would be a very good person to get. Guys, if you guys are on TikTok, man, just do me a big solid, a big favor. Just spam the likes, man. I'm not going to ask you anything else. I'm never going to ask you to sit there and donate or anything either. Like, just like the video. Spam the likes, you know. Maybe do like 20 each or whatever it is, just to get it over. I'm trying to get it to 10K so that TikTok starts pushing me. What else you stream on right now? I am on YouTube. I am on TikTok. I am on Twitch. And I am on X. Twitter. Oh my God, Georgia Smith is beautiful. That has nothing to do with the Yankees, though. So let's not talk about it anymore. I'm going through all of this. Blue Jays are open to trading Bo Bichette. I mean, he was god awful last year. Of course they are. He's a free agent too. And they don't want to pay him that money. Ooh, okay. Let me send this to JM Gaming. Hold on. Okay, let me see. I don't see anything else here. Any links you guys see like online or on Twitter, go ahead. Feel free to tag me on it, bro. Just so I could take a look at shit. Like I'll see it in my mentions. And whether it's now or later or whatever it is, I'll respond under your message. And I'll like if it's good or whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and like respond to bullshit either, but let me see. This. Okay. Yeah, I don't see nothing else. No way, Hillary Duff looks like that? Bro, I gotta get off my TL, bro. This shit is crazy. This shit is insane, right? This shit is insane. I can't do any of this stuff. Okay. Yeah, I mean, anything else I missed Yankee-wise, guys? Goldie and Arenado, I'm open to that. We just talked about that. Yeah, 100%. Spencer Jones in the league this year? I don't think so. Hillary Duff isn't a name I've heard for a while. Guys, she's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh my God, Hell's Paradise season 2 starts in January? Wait, 2026? I'm looking right now. See if I see anything interesting for us. Do you guys think this happens, dog? Like, do you think that the Yankees end up getting Goldschmidt? What do you guys think? Get a new season of a show every 2 years these days. It's basically what it is. I've been watching Attack on... Yo, Hillary... Yeah, Hillary Duff is next level right now. I would try to sign Ha-Sung Kim right now. Yeah. I mean, I like him a lot. I just don't see the Yankees doing it. Tricky says for y'all, it'll be either him or Santana. Yeah, I agree. I think they want Goldschmidt ahead of Santana. But yes, I agree. Oh, man, we got up to 8,000 likes on TikTok. Dope. Let's go. Maybe we'll get to 10. I'll be so happy we get to 10. Get to 10K. If Sasaki somehow ends up as a Yankee, him wearing 14 would look so sick in pinstripes. Is 14 not... No, that's 15. 15 is Thurman Munson. Cody Bellinger will wear number 35, which was last worn by his dad, which was last worn by Clay Holmes. Cody, his father, also wore number 35 in 1999 and 2000. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Goldie still has some pop in his bat? Yeah. What's up, Noah?
Good night.
Where you going?
Sleep.
You want a haircut?
No.
Why you touch your head? When do you want a haircut? We gotta get you a haircut soon.
I know. But I want to grow out my hair.
I think I'm gonna get you some cool boots. Cause it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna snow a lot.
I want to grow out my hair, straighten it, and then make like curls.
Dude, grow out your hair and straighten it. Oh my God, 9,500 likes. Let's go. We're almost at 10,000.
And have like a little cut. So it's not fully.
No
Okay.
bedtime.
I don't want a bowl cut though.
We have no school next week. The week after that until January 2nd.
Yeah. That's when I go back too. I'll be home.
Yay!
How about we do we'll do some stuff. Tomorrow I think I'm gonna start moving my desk over there. So I'm gonna like clean this whole area and maybe have you sit here eventually. We'll do some stuff like that.
Our YouTube channel. What happened to
Your what?
our YouTube channel? I am officially gonna name my YouTube channel eventually
10,000.3 likes. Let's go.
Sophia DTI because I love Just to Impress.
You guys are lit. You guys are the best. TikTok, you guys are awesome.
Mine is gonna be now on my phone.
Yeah, it's getting banned.
They're saying ducks are friends in the chat, and they're not.
Dogs are friends.
No, they're not. They're not friends.
Dogs are friends.
We're gonna do it. What's good, Jay Snow? How you doing? What's up? All right, guys, go to bed. People are saying Ricky Henderson passed away. I mean, I only seen one person say that. I haven't seen anything else, so I don't want to like talk about that because that's not something I would like. Yeah.
After you do the stream, could you maybe possibly wrap my thing?
Maybe what?
Maybe possibly wrap my PS5.
Why?
Possibly.
Yeah, I think I'll probably do that more tomorrow than anything
Why
else.
do you rap? Why you want to rap it?
Guys, do you know about the song that never ends?
It is the song that never ends, and it goes on and on, my friend.
This is how it goes. You ready? And I'm gonna sing it, boy.
Isn't it called Life?
Go upstairs and brush your teeth. It goes,
I'm not
"This is
seeing
the song
anything
that
else.
never ends."
Not seeing anything else here about the
Some people started singing and I know
let me see.
singing it forever just because this is the song that never ends. This goes on and on, my friend.
Yeah, I'm looking right here. Oh. Guys, look at this. Look at this tweet from Fuzzy here. Look at this tweet from Fuzzy here. This is what I'm telling you guys about Paul Goldschmidt, guys. This is Paul Goldschmidt's final 30 games of 2024. Had a .330 batting average, 13 doubles, 5 homers, 920 OPS. Absolutely taking a flyer on this future Hall of Famer. Look at this. Red, guys, hard hit rate went up to 92 percentile. Look at these numbers. The way he corrected second half of the season, we have to, I feel like you got to take that into consideration, man. 100%. 100% got to take that. Like, everything that I see, bro, like, this is legit, like, way better than whatever the hell we got from our first baseman the final, like, 60 games of the season. Yes or yes? Yes or yes in the chat? Would the Yankees not have freaking killed for this kind of production at first base? Yes or yes? Goldschmidt outs above average was at first. It was at 0. Oh my God, guys, I can't. The whole outs above average thing, I just can't, like. Especially at first base, like they haven't figured out first base stats yet, bro. It's so weird. Like it's weird. Some people that grade well, when you watch them play, you're like, I don't know about that. Some people that grade horrible, for some reason, some people that grade horrible are actually really good. Like, it's weird to me. Even still, Yankees would still be better with Goldy. The spray chart I sent you the other day, Joes, all those are line outs to the short porch. Yep. Yep. The problem in negotiations right now is that Goldie wants 2 years. I don't know his wanted AAV, but I saw it around $15 million. At that point, don't even do it. Trade for a guy like Yandy Diaz. All right. I want you. I know. Okay. Would I love Yandy Diaz? Abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, I think you're a fool if you don't want Yandy Diaz. But I want you guys to think of something, okay? Yandy Diaz is making $8 million. He is a all-star, okay? He is going to garner a prospect haul that for you to trade that within division, I don't see it happening. With the amount of time that he has left in his contract, I just don't see that happening. If you look at Yandy Diaz, I think he's under team control for like 3 seasons. Let me see. I could be wrong. Give me a second. He's not a free agent. Okay, look at this. 2025, in 2025, he's going to be making $10 million. The luxury tax hit is only 8. Then they have a club option next year. He has 2 years of control, guys. Sorry. He has a club option in 2026 after him becoming a free agent. Do you know what it would take for you to get a guy like that? Like, that's not, especially for an interdivision rival, like, they're not going to they're not going to just give him to you. You know? Yandy Diaz is a phenomenal player. Now, is he great defensively? No, he's not. Would he be phenomenal in the lineup? Yes. Would he be perfect for the lineup? Yes, he would. Destroys lefties. I mean, look at this. Look at this on-base percentage from Yandy Diaz last season. 341 on base with a 281 batting average, 14 homers, and a 755 OPS. This man was an all-star, at the half. It's going to take something to get him. Like, it'll take something that the Yankees probably don't want to give the Rays. The Yankees actually need to add Tanner Scott. They don't. I'm telling you right now, they don't. Yankees are not signing Tanner Scott. Diaz seems unlikely. He absolutely seems unlikely. It's just I don't see that. Would I love him? Yes, I would love for him to be like with the team. Is it happening? No, it's not. That's like not happening. Like it's not. Guys, we're at 13,000 likes on TikTok. Is that like my high? Yo, you guys are going crazy. Whoever's in the chat, like, you guys are the best. Just want to put that out there. You guys are the best. Dodgers openly clowned our fundamentals and defense. Get Arenado. Absolutely. Look at Nathaniel Lowe's on base. I love Nathaniel. Listen, that's another guy too. And maybe the Yankees are targeting him. I like Lowe. I do. 100%. I think if the Yankees can get him, and he's a guy that has won a World Series. Plays first base. He's very good at first base. A left-handed bat. I would love Nathaniel Lowe. You'd be a fool not to. I mean, he's at a 361 on-base percentage. 361, 762 OPS. Yes. Abso-freaking-lutely. Hell yeah. Yes. 100%. Now, now, when people say get X person, when you're doing via trade, you gotta you got to take into consideration the other team likes having them too. Now, he's under 2 years of control, okay? He's making $10 million this year, which for the Rangers is still cheap. And he's ARB eligible for next season at his age 30 season before he becomes an unrestricted free agent in 2027. You're trying to trade for a guy of 2 years of control. The Rangers don't really have that kind of urgency to trade him. Now they do have two guys for that position. They have Nathaniel Lowe at first, and they also have who's the other guy that they have? Oh my God, his name is slipping my mind. At first base. Oh shit. What's his name? Who's that other guy that they have that could play first? Who's the other guy that they're saying that could play first? I don't know. I don't think they have another first baseman. They're not trading Nate Lowe, bro. They're just not. They're not going to trade him. The Rays have Brandon Lowe. Maybe you can get him. Jake Berger. Are you going to give up a Nate Lowe to, like, do you believe in Jake Berger? Jake Berger's like a DH right now. He's not good defensively. Jake Berger does have more years of team control, sure. I don't see it. Why would you give up a Nate Lowe? Like, the Texas Rangers are looking to compete next year. Like, they feel like they can. They took a year off after winning the World Series, but they're getting Jacob deGrom back. They still got Corey Seager and Simeon. Like, they're going to try to go for it. Why would they trade away Nate Lowe? I just don't see it. Now, I'm willing to be wrong. I would love him, but I just don't see it. You want to get a Brandon Lowe? Is that who you wanted to get? I don't see it. Bellinger might be leadoff, to be honest. I think they would like to have him batting behind Judge and somebody else at leadoff. And Judge batting second. That's what I think. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, 2025. Let's go. Appreciate you guys, man. I don't see it. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I don't see Nate Lowe being a Yankee. I don't see them trading for him. If Belly goes to first base, we could get an outfielder I'm high on, which is Jake McCarthy. I do remember seeing Jake McCarthy. I remember we looked at him early in the season, but I don't know if the Yankees are going that route. I don't see it. Let me see. I'm trying to see everything that's going on here. I think that's it for Yankee rumors. Hold on, let's see. What else you guys want to talk about? Yeah, they seem fixated on Goldy for now. He's got to prove he is a major league hitter, let alone a top of the order. If he wasn't a teacher's pet because he got a nice story, he had to be sent down. Better players have been sent down time and time again. Who are you talking about? Who's going to start at second? We don't know yet. I think it depends on who starts at third. Need to buy Yandy. Fills the leadoff and follows the Yankees' short-term deals. Yes, the thing is that the Rays like paying less for players. So for you to get them to come up off a deal where they're only paying a guy like Yandy Diaz $8 to $10 million, you're going to have to pay in prospects a good amount. Now, could the Rays say, I'm willing to trade Yandy Diaz or willing to trade more of my guys? Because this year we're not playing at the Trop. We're not even playing at home. We're playing at some other place. Guys could have down years because of it, and we're going to get a lot of rainouts or whatever. Maybe let's trade some of our guys now, Pete Fairbanks, anything like that, so that way we can save money and then really attack the next year, like shore up the farm. They might do that. Like, wouldn't the Rays? Well, what would stop the Rays from doing that? But I just don't see it. If we give Goldy 10 years, $10 million for 2 years, I'm fine with it. What do you mean, $5 million a year? Well, that's not happening. I don't think so. Telling Cash that he has one splash left, and it's gonna be like, what the fuck happens? Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see what are gonna be the moves here for the Yanks. I'm very interested to see what are going to be the moves here for the Yanks. Who's on third? Yeah. We don't know who's the first baseman for the Yanks. We don't know who the second baseman is. We don't technically know who the third baseman is because the third baseman could be the second baseman. The second baseman could be the third baseman. So we don't know. Do you watch Hunter x Hunter? Oh, did I watch Hunter? I love Hunter x Hunter. I watched the whole series. I want to watch it again. Why don't they look into Hai Seong Kim? Dude has got posted. Yes. He was a guy from the Padres. I don't know. I don't know what his market is right now. Nobody's talked about him. Thank you so much for following on Twitch, baby. More follows. Jump on the squad, guys. Let's go. You missed the share? Me too. Volpe's okay. He has his moments. Yes. Let's see what happens. I need Volpe to have a good offensive season, though. Could go the profile route and move Belly to first. I also like that. Yes, it's just that he's not as good defensively. Profile's not as good. But Cashman has always liked Profile. Always liked Profile. Thank you guys so much. We're at 13,000 likes on TikTok, man. Let's get that to 15. Let's get that to 15,000, man. Hitting milestones. Yankees are a walking skit right now, meaning we're already encapsulating baseball greatest, a.k.a. we're winning the World Series this year. Yeah, well, they have work to do. They have work to do. Oh, $10 million a year. Okay, I think he's going to want closer to 15, maybe? 15 to 20? I think it's gonna be Santander, the big splash. I don't see Yankees getting Santander. I'll be surprised. I can't believe Cashman got that trade off to get this guy. He traded their catcher, who was making $3.6 million next year, for an affordable strikeout reliever. Luke Weaver had a 6-point-something ERA as a Cincinnati Red. The Yankees get him, and he's Luke Weaver. Yankees get this guy. What can they do with him? I'm very interested. No, I don't want Rizzo on the team. Um, um, the Yankees aren't alone in their pursuit. The Seattle Mariners are seeking additional offensive firepower to complement their young core, and Goldschmidt's consistent production could stabilize their lineup. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Giants, known for making targeted veteran acquisitions, view Goldschmidt as a key piece to boost their infield and lineup depth. In this instance, they may be willing to trade Lamont Wade Jr., who could be a great fit for the Yankees. Well, yes, I've heard of that. Lamont Wade Jr. is more of a platoon piece, though, from what I've seen that. I do think that if you're talking about those teams right there, San Francisco, the Mariners, and the Yankees, let's just say those are the three teams, I think he would favor going to the Yankees. One, nobody wants to go to Seattle. It's literally the furthest team from everywhere. And Seattle Mariners have the most travel hours out of every other team, believe it or not, because of their location. As a 37-year-old, I probably don't want to do that. San Francisco, maybe he likes San Francisco. However, the city has its issues, and a lot of people don't like going to San Francisco like they've shown in previous years. Now, they signed some people this offseason, so that's good for them. I'm kind of happy for them. I was feeling bad for San Francisco Giants for a while because I felt like they were really trying to get people, and nobody really wanted to go over there. But there it is. So we have, if you had to choose between those three teams, I think Goldschmidt would prefer to go to the Yankees, where, he would probably be, he looks like a guy that wants to win a World Series, that wants to make it to October and be able to do that. So out of those three teams, I think he would want to do that. But I get that, the Lamont Wade Jr. thing. I can see that. I'd like to see Carlos Santana in pinstripes. Yankee pinstripes. I like Carlos Santana. I'm interested. Yankees or Dodgers linked. Yankees, Dodgers. Where did you see that the Yankees are linked to Kim? Average AAV 13 to 14 million. I'm interested at 13 to 14 million for Kim. Where did you see that at? Jazz would be better at second, but if you can get a guy like Kim, to play second base for you, then yeah, Jazz can learn third. I mean, where'd you see that at? I'm excited to see a full season of Jazz as a Yankee. Absolutely, me too. I'm super in on Jazz. Jazz third base, just wait for spring training. Yeah, 100%. Yes. Arenado greater than Goldschmidt. What are they competing at? Look it up. I saw it on a Bleacher Report. Kim also had surgery at the end of the season on his shoulder. I believe will be out for like a month of the season. So I think that's why his market isn't the best. Ugh. Shoulders. Now he plays second base, so it is a shorter throw. I didn't know about the surgery thing. I forgot that he had missed time because of that. Don't know. Joey said check Telegram. Okay, let me see. All right, let's see. All right. This is for what it's worth, guys. I don't know. This is for what it's worth. Joey just sent me this. These are Paul Goldschmidt's numbers at Yankee Stadium. Paul Goldschmidt's career numbers at Yankee Stadium: 27 plate appearances, 462. So he hasn't walked. He's just gotten hits. 731 and a 1.192 OPS, 232 weighted runs created plus. Yeah. I mean, he's been a very good player for a very long time, guys. So, very good player for a very long time. We love you, brother. What's next for the Yankees, you think? I think the Yankees, since the Jose trade, I think the Yankees are going to solve their first base problem. And then once they solve their first base problem, then they're going to target third or second or whatever the hell they're going to do there. Because of the injury thing, I don't see the Yankees going after. Kim. That's probably why I did not see him linked more, unless the number comes down to a place where he like really loves it. Like the Yankees will be like, I'm an idiot if I don't take this deal. Yankees are 100% done signing big money free agents this offseason, right? I wouldn't rule that out per se. I wouldn't rule it out, but I guess we can rule it out. But I wouldn't rule it out. You understand me? But I wouldn't rule it out. Roki would be a big signing. I know someone personally who works in MLB world, and he told me that he heard rumors that the Yankees are waiting for an unexpected available superstar. Okay. Maybe. Roki is only possible big signing. I mean, I don't know what to put with that. Oh, the 10 projected landing spots? Okay. I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it. This is on Bleacher Report. All right. When was this written? December 17th. Okay. It's still recent. Let's see. Let's read this article, shall we? Because that's what we do here. We read articles. Ranking Padres Ha-Seong Kim's top 10 landing spots in free agency. Okay. Ha-Seong Kim is one of the most interesting free agents this offseason after undergoing shoulder surgery. In October, he might not be ready for opening day. He's also coming off something of an underwhelming offensive season, having hit .233 with a 700 OPS over 121 games for the San Diego Padres. With that said, he's just 2 years removed from getting down ballot NL MVP support, as he hit 17 homers with 60 RBI and 75 walks, 38 stolen bases with a 749 OPS. Kim also won a Gold Glove award in 2023, posting 16 defensive runs saved across 3 infield positions. Still only 29. It's entirely possible Kim will sign a 1-year deal to rebuild his value. He could also sign a multi-year deal that allows him to opt out and return to the open market if he rebounds in 2025. And since the Padres didn't give Kim a qualifying offer this offseason, he'll be eligible to receive one next winter if he's set to become a free agent again. Because of Kim's defensive flexibility, he could be a fit for any team with a need at second base, shortstop, or third base. With that in mind, there's a look at 10 possible destinations for Kim in free agency this offseason. Number 10, the Houston Astros. Now, this is before they acquired Walker. No, they acquired Paredes from the Cubs. But this is assuming Paredes is playing first, I'm assuming. Because now, yeah, he's probably not playing second or short. I think Paredes is playing third now. And they have Walker at first, so they're out. Skip this, the Boston Red Sox. If the Red Sox sign another outfielder, they're among a slew of teams that have been linked to Teoscar Hernandez. Then this would be an unlikely case. If that's the case, Rafaela Story could play the 2 middle infield positions. I don't think the Red Sox is happening for Kim. San Diego Padres. Maybe. I don't see them I don't know. They might. Kansas City Royals. Let's see what they said about the Yankees, dude. Because I just... All right, the New York Yankees. According to the roster resource, the Yankees' current lineup projection. This is all speculation, though. Even with Soto, Jazz Chisholm, natural second baseman, could return to that spot, with Torres likely to depart in free agency. But Cashman has kind of left the door open to put him at any of the 3 spots in 2025. Cashman said he hasn't had any conversations about Jazz Chisholm Jr. potentially playing center field next year, but added that I would prefer him on the infield, but I know he can play outfield. Okay. Chisholm returns to second base. Kim could play third base for the Yankees. You see, this is the thing. I don't feel he has enough pop to play at Yankee Stadium, right? I don't feel like he has that pop to play. I don't see this happening. Chat. I just don't. I honestly don't. Oops. I honestly don't. I don't. I think the Yankees don't want to take an injury risk. They're willing to take on people with pedigree coming on, but I don't see somebody like that coming on. And you guys understand that. Jazz is a coin flip. Is no surprise. No one if he goes back to below average on offense. No, I don't think he's a coin flip. I honestly don't think he's a coin flip. So there's that. He doesn't need to be the guy on the Yankees. I think he's good. You know, Judge can be the guy. He can still be himself. He's got playoff experience now with the Yanks. Been to a World Series. He'll be good. He'll be good. I believe in him. I don't see it. All right, we are approaching. He literally is Joe's. Look at his OPS and WRC play. Okay, listen, it is different with the Yankees, dude. And not only is it different with the Yankees, it'll be he has a better supporting cast than what he did in Miami. Not only that, but the team is playing for something. The team is definitely... We're up to 14,000 likes on TikTok. Let's go. Let's get to 15,000. Please, spam it. Why they got my boy Jose up out of there? Jose. Oh, Trevino? I had to go, Bob. We had to make some space, man. Had to acquire that. That picture that they got is crazy, though. The picture that they got. And if they take him to another level and turn him into something else, then it's going to be like, whoa, the Yankees freaking fleeced. Like, absolutely fleeced. Big picture, guys. You said I don't think he'll but you got to go off faith. It's not track record. It's not faith. You just got to understand, like, okay, you got to understand who has what, right? You got to understand you're with the Marlins in spring training or you're going into spring training with the Yankees. It's just a different vibe and perspective. He played in a World Series. It was the most exciting games he's ever played. We're talking about regular season games that he's talking like this. It's different. You know? When you go from playing with the Marlins, where they're not filling the stadium, to Yankee Stadium where they're filling the stadium all the time. And you go into away cities and it feels like there's some intensity there. The guy obviously likes the moment. He likes being in that kind of atmosphere. You can tell. He's a showman too. So Do I think he can be very productive. I have faith in a guy that was just a total team player last year after getting so many reports that he wasn't. He was a total team player. Like he went in and he like really played a position no problem. He wasn't a clubhouse headache or anything like that. Like he was a good dude. Should we start talking about the backup catcher spot? My first name to mention external. I can't think about backup catcher yet. Like there's too many other spots to think about. Backup catcher could be literally anybody. Anybody. I don't care. Jazz will go 30 for 30. He has that ability. And especially with the Yankee Stadium short porch, he can do that. He can do that. But I'd rather him be at a position where he doesn't need to think to play. And second base is that position for him. He can still learn third and be very good at third. Do not misconstrue what I'm saying. But I think I think that's it. I think I'd rather have him as second versus third. Joe's, I'm just learning Fernando Cruz is 34 years old. I know, right? That's good. He's a late bloomer as a pitcher. He used to be a shortstop. And look at his stuff now. Let Matt Blake cook with that guy, bro. Especially let him cook with spring training. They're going to be able to cook with that guy with spring training. Matt Blake works wonders with dude at the All-Star break. Like, guys, that guy might be fucking lights out. Or he might be shit. I don't know. But he's probably going to be lights out. The Yankees just don't acquire bullpen arms just for the sake of acquiring them. Biggest fear is that the Yankees having DJ as a third or second base option coming opening day with how much money he's owed. No, he's not. The Yankees are openly saying that they need a third baseman. So, and a first baseman. So, no, DJ is being relegated to bench. At least that's how the Yankees are looking at it. I just don't see the Yankees signing Bregman. I'd be surprised if the Yankees sign Bregman. I don't see that. Well, guys. I was going to game tonight, but, man, we got into a whole conversation about the Yankees, and that was fun to do. You know? That was a lot of fun to do. Fernando, Lotto Jr. are just... What the hell was that? Oh. Brandon, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Let's go. Let's go. Play Rice? Okay. Not wrong. What do you do with Stroman? I think the Yankees have to find a way to unload Stroman and his money. They have to find that. I don't know how, and I think Cashman's probably waiting on that, but I think he's trying to fix first base first and then see what he can do with third. The thing with Nolan Arenado, and this is interesting. This is the interesting part about Nolan Arenado, and it might be like a Giancarlo Stanton situation. You guys remember when Giancarlo Stanton from the Marlins said, I'm going to go to wherever I want to go. And he controlled that. And Giancarlo Stanton became a Yankee, and the Yankees got him for the low. Like the low. Like they had the Marlins throw in money. The Yankees didn't really give up too much of prospect capital to get him. And it was like a clear salary dump. The Cardinals clearly want to, like just dump that salary. If Arenado comes out and he's like very strict about his no trade, and he says, I will waive my no trade to the New York Yankees, and the Yankees come a-calling, and he's like, I'm not going to approve any other trades anywhere else. This is where I want to go. Then you know what? He's now limiting your trade market. And because of that, you get lower offers. The Yankees can play with not house money, but like the Yankees don't need, there's not that pressure of competition. I'm sure other people would love Arenado's services. I mean, the Astros had a trade for Arenado. He vetoed it. He said, nope. No thanks. The same way that the St. Louis Cardinals had a trade with the Marlins for Giancarlo Stanton. Giancarlo vetoed it. They had a trade like delivered. They had a trade like done. A trade that they were happy with the Cardinals. He said, no. I'm going to where I want to go. Yankees came and they offered a lesser value than what the Cardinals offered and got Giancarlo Stanton. How about that? Who's your preferred first baseman? I like Carlos Santana, but I'm sold. I'm currently sold on Paul Goldschmidt as well. Joe's, keep it a buck. You think not signing Walker was a huge miss for us? No, I don't, Flacco. I don't. I don't think that the Yankees wanted to give him the 3 years for $60. I don't think that the Yankees wanted to also give up international bonus pool money by signing him because of Sasaki. I also don't think that they wanted to give up the draft pick associated with signing him. And I think that the Yankees at 34 giving him a 3-year deal weren't comfortable with that. Now we'll see where the Goldschmidt number lands, right? But they weren't comfortable with that. Could he be good? He could be good. But the Yankees are also looking at the landscape of like Murakami's going to hit the market coming from Japan, left-handed hitter. I think he was playing third base, but I think he's going to transition over to first base and express that he wanted to play for the Yankees. So I don't think that the Yankees want to lock themselves in at first base when a 26-year-old is coming from Japan that could hit like, I think like 40 plus homers in Japan. So I don't think that they want to do that. Also, Vlad Guerrero Jr. is a free agent next year. We don't know how that free agency is going to shake out. I'm not saying that the Yankees are involved, but I'm just saying like they don't want to be tied to a Walker over those guys. Or giving Walker money means I'm now no longer giving that same kind of money over to Kyle Tucker. Like maybe the Yankees are factoring all of those things in there. He hit 50 in Japan. Okay. See? Murakami hit 50 homers in Japan. Now, will he do it here? I don't know. But he's 26 years old. I think he'll be 26 by the time he comes over. So the Yankees would be more willing to want to like pursue a guy like that. Do you think that the Sox could be a threat in the East? Sure. They need to shore up their pitching. I think that they need another infielder. I think if they get Bregman would be very good for their team. I think the days of Devers playing third base are done. I think they got to move him over to first. I think Casas is playing first. So I think Devers is their DH. They're saying if we sign Goldy that it might entice Arenado. Yeah, we talked about that, and I like that. I like that infield defensively. Murakami numbers have really regressed since the 50-homer season, which concerns me a bit. Yes. Hey, you're well within your right. However, he's 26 and a left-handed hitter at Yankee Stadium. So you could take a flyer on that. Every time I watch Murakami, I think he looks very similar swing-wise to Matsui. Probably his idol? Maybe. You're not into Murakami. Okay. That's fine. I think we need to see more of him, though. Let's see what he does this season. Let's see what his season was last year. Let's see what Murakami did in Japan. His numbers really regress. He's 24 years old. Let's see. Hey, thank you so much for the sub, James the Pro. 12 months, bro. 1 year already? All right, let's see. He hit 33 homers. Okay. I mean, his numbers regress, but I mean, it's not what you think, guys. Like, hold on. Let's see here. It's not like he's god awful, right? Like this could work, right? You don't think this could work? Age 22 season, that's his crazy season, right? Where he had 56 homers, 134 RBI, hit 318, 458, 711 slugging, and a 1.168 OPS, right? Now, he regressed, quote unquote, at age 23, right? Age 23 season, he had 31 homers, so that's a big drop, right? That's a 25 homer drop. 90 RBI, 256 batting average, 375 on base percentage. The on base is sexy, though. I'm not gonna lie. 500 slugging, 875 OPS. His age 24 season, which is this past season that just passed right now, in 143 games. He had 33 homers. He had 244, 379, 472 slugging, and an 851 OPS. So the trend is going down. I think we'll see where it is at his age 25 season. But those aren't awful numbers, right? Like, if you get a first baseman that's giving you these kind of numbers, you're taking that. Like, if the Yankees got this production out of a first baseman, are you mad? And he's 26? $180 strikeouts? That's true. That is true. 180. That's big. See, look, he went from 128 strikeouts. Like, he didn't strike out that much. Do you think that he took this year and started selling out more for power? Because this is a big jump. Look, he had 115, 133, 128 in his 56 homer season. And then it looks like he started selling out for homers more. 168, 180. What's he doing? Interesting. That's interesting. Let's see. I think this season, let's table Murakami, but let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in his age 25 season. Let's take a look, and continue to take a look throughout his season, right? What about Mike Trout? No thanks. Any news on Goldschmidt? Yanks are pursuing him. They would like Goldschmidt. 38 homers in 23 was yes. Could Ben Rice be better than Murakami? You know, I don't know, maybe. But the Yankees don't want to tie themselves to first base because maybe they still like Ben Rice too. Maybe that's the other thing. What if Ben Rice becomes something? And he's now blocked by a Christian Walker. The other two guys, and Paul Goldschmidt and Carlos Santana, do not block a Ben Rice. So that's like the whole 360 perspective that you got to look at. There's a lot of like blocking within your organization when you're doing that. You know, free agent wise, trade wise, and also, you know, you also got Bellinger who can play first base in case you want to acquire an outfielder. Like there's a lot of things as to why you want first base to be more flexible right now. Yes, I like Kyle Tucker. I do like Kyle Tucker. I can't really speak about best case scenario or worst case scenario with the Yanks. Like I'm not really sure. Worst case scenario is kind of like the Yankees stay right now how it is right now, and they don't change anything. But the Yankees look like they're actively trying to change things. Another option is if we potentially... Oh, no, I read that already. Sorry. I got so many chats up here. Do you believe Vlad would consider playing for the New York Yankees? Sure, if they pay him. I think the Mets are going to try to get Vladdy, though. The Mets will try to get Vladdy. I think... I think the Mets will try to get Vlad Guerrero Jr. And he'd fit perfectly with them. I think that's why they probably won't sign a Pete Alonso. But to have Vlad Guerrero Jr. If you're the Mets, right? Let's just think about this. I'm gonna take off my Yankee hat, put on a Met hat on. If you're the Mets, could you imagine a lineup of Lindor, Soto, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Vientos? Like, that's a bomb squad, bro. You got switch, lefty, righty. Like, that's a top three that's in their prime. In their prime. Yes. I think he's a Met. Honestly, I really do think he's a Met. For next year. I think the Yankees pursue Tucker. I would love Tucker. I love Kyle Tucker. Yeah, if the Mets were smart, they wouldn't sign Alonso, and I think that's what they're gonna do. They're not gonna sign Alonso. I think for this year they're gonna move Vientos to first base. You know, kind of deal with that. They'll have, I don't know what else they're gonna do, or maybe they sign a stopgap person, or they get a DH, or whatever it is. Soto's future's at DH anyway, or first base, but more DH, I think. And what they'll do is that they'll have, and it's not now, but later on in the future, a couple of years in the future, he'll be more DH. But then, yeah, if you can be able to have what you have there, and the Mets also have that kid Luis Angel, which is very good player as well. So yeah, I think that the play for the Mets, if they're looking at it long term, I think Soto this season, and then next season it's Vlad Guerrero Jr. Or you try to trade for him at the deadline after the Jays are ass. And then you acquire a Vlad Guerrero Jr. To play for the Mets. And then you try to sign him long term. And then that's what you do. And then you have a young core with money. Yeah, I mean, the Mets have to try to keep up with the Dodgers. So what better way than to couple a Soto, like Soto and Vladdy could be like Soto Judge, hitting wise. Soto Vladdy could be Soto Judge, equivalent. Judge is better than Vlad, but it could be there. It would be better because of the Lindor factor. The Yankees didn't have a Lindor, you know? So it would be, you know, Lindor, Soto, Vlad Guerrero Jr. is superior, vastly superior to Glaber, Soto, Judge. Judge won an MVP. Sure. But, I mean, you're looking at, I mean, that's a bomb squad right there. Big time. Seattle needs to throw all the money at Vlad. Sure, but, I mean, who the hell's going to Seattle? He's not going to go to Seattle. If you had to choose between Seattle and the Mets, he's going to the Mets. Yeah. Okay. All right. Guys, wow, we talked for 3 hours and 22 minutes. Holy shit. I did not expect to talk. I thought we were just going to talk about this for an hour and then just move on to whatever or just talk about whatever. I did not know that we would go ahead and be talking about this for 3 hours and 22 minutes, but that's because of you guys, in all honesty. That is because of you guys. You guys are, like, awesome and engaging, and I love talking ball. Not just Yankee ball, just everything. Like, even, you know, with all of the teams. Dan, bro, you're on the East Coast too? Yeah, I am. I love talking ball, especially talking with people. So, yeah. Yankees to compete with that Met lineup that I talked about, I think you would need to get a Kyle Tucker. I believe that's what you would need. You would need to get a Kyle Tucker. That's it. So, yeah. I feel like Vladdy would be the type to not want to shave his beard to play for the Yankees. Listen, man, when the bag of money gets thrown at you, maybe you don't give a shit. But we'll see. We will see. I think, like I said, I really honestly, in my heart of hearts, I'm not saying Yankees. I honestly do think Mets. I think that's their long-term plan. Now, if they sign Pete Alonso, then that would suck for Vladdy, and I think that would be dumb. I think what the Mets need to do is look to acquire a Vlad Guerrero Jr. And maybe that is this offseason. Maybe the Mets are looking to make a trade. And yes, the Toronto Blue Jays have openly said we're not looking to trade Vlad Guerrero Jr., but maybe they should. You know? These guys are in the last year of their contract. Vlad Guerrero Jr. repeatedly has denied your extension offers. I think they need to trade him, dog. trade him. He's got high value right now. You might get a freaking haul. A absolute haul for him. If you're the Yankees, would you trade for him? I don't know, man. That's risky. You might get left at the altar again. Or Vladdy may be the type of guy that'll come to New York and he'll be like, oh, I didn't know it was like this. And he might like it. But I don't see Vladdy as a fit because he's a right-handed bat more. I mean, he's awesome ability. He's also not that good defensively. He's also a future DH. I think Kyle Tucker's the move for the Yankees future-wise. I think that's who they want. That's who they honestly want to put their money on. You know? And with that being said, guys, thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Everybody on the talk, who, by the way, got up to 14,000 likes. I think that's a record on my TikTok channel. Appreciate you guys so much. You guys spammed the likes. You guys are awesome. Appreciate everybody on Twitter as well that was hopping in there. Very interactive chat. You guys were talking a lot. That was great. Shout out to you, YouTube gang, man. You guys came out strong, man. I think we had the most viewers on there. We had up to, I think it was like the high was like 300 and something viewers. So then that was pretty cool. And we're trying to grow that. So then that'll be good. Impromptu stream out of nowhere. I want to try to go live as much as possible. And then like tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going live because I'm going to try to move my setup from here back there. But we'll see. I'll try. And then we have the Twitch chat, man. Twitch gang, you guys are gang, man. I'm telling you guys right now, I love Twitch gang. You guys are awesome. Appreciate all the new followers, all the subscribers, and people that like the video because you guys are supporting in many ways. You guys have no idea how much likes on the video help the algorithm or you guys interacting. Especially if you're trying to grow, just for YouTube to want to put this in front of people's faces, all right? So just W stream, W chats, plural. I like multi-streaming because not everybody's going to be on one platform. And it's awesome, man. You guys are great. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If I do go live, I'll go live tomorrow on Twitch, as well as some of the other platforms to do some gaming. I won't, unless the Yankees do something. If the Yankees do something, then I'll be live all over the place again to talk about it because that's just what we're going to do. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for hanging out. Make sure you guys turn on the notifications all over social, and I will see you guys later. All right? Peace.